Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you, your twin flame, and your soulmate. Okay, that's you, old love and new love. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Sagittarius, give me one moment. Okay. All right, you ready? Here we go. Overall energy for this monthly reading is third party, third party, third party, 3 of Cups. So we starting out off the rip with third party energy here. Because when this card, it used to be, like I told you, it used to be the 3 of Swords, but for some reason it has shifted to the 3 of Cups. But if the 3 of Swords comes up, it's still third party as well. But the 3 of Cups has been coming up a lot. This can talk about reunion as well, like you coming back together with people from your past, because we got 2 loves here who are past life loves. You know, even if you're dealing with them in this lifetime, there has been some past dealings with these people as well. Okay, underneath this we have the Judgment card, Scorpio energy. It is talking about second chances, okay, in love. Then we've got the 7 of Cups, okay, options. Okay, you're going to have options. The twin has options. You know, your soulmate could have options as well. Your soulmate could be someone who is like in some type of spotlight, maybe in their career or in the way that they, you know, where they work. And it could be a situation where they have, you know, females or a men or whoever coming out of the woodwork, okay, whether it's a male or female. Okay, then we've got the Death card here. This is Scorpio energy showing up again. You may have Scorpio placements. This Death card is talking about transformation. A change is coming, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, and with the Queen of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This I feel like represents your soulmate. Okay, they are very good looking. Like I told you, this person may be highly sought after by a lot of different people. Okay, and then underneath this we've got the Ace of Swords here. This is talking about the truth coming out, right, and you getting your wish fulfilled with the 9 of Cups. All right, so we're going to start by clarifying this 3 of Cups and see what Spirit wants to tell you about it. Okay, here we go. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Okay, so what I picked up, 3 of Cups. Okay, there's some type of love call coming. Okay, this could be from the old person, the twin. This could be from the new person, the soulmate, because we got the soulmate showing up here as well. All right, when it comes to you, okay, this must be coming from the twin, because look at how you're showing up as confrontational. Okay, being angry, hostile, argumentative, dealing with things in an aggressive way. I just feel like you're tired of the bullshit from the twin, and you know you're not trying to deal with any more of their crap. Okay, then we've got the neglect wound showing up here for the twin. So it's talking about them struggling to let things go, having low self-worth, repressed emotions, getting angry easily, struggling to say no, because we know this person pretty much blames you for everything that happened, even though they are to blame for the majority of the crap that happened between the 2 of you. Okay, this is a situation as well where this person needs they need God, they need the universe, they need some spirituality in their life. Okay, but the soulmate is coming in. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be 2 different people contacting you, both the soulmate and the twin. Okay, but expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you, this to me screams a soulmate. All right, okay, so the first card we have here for you, Sagittarius, is the 3 of Coins. See, there's a third party card coming up again, and this is representing how you feel about the twin. So I feel like this was just about, this is what you wanted with this person. You wanted for you and this person to work out. You wanted it to be, you know, teamwork. You wanted to come together and just be able to show up and show out for each other. You wanted a situation where, you know how people walk around, excuse me, with their significant other and they're like, hey, this is my person or whatever, and they're proud. You can see the pride on their face and the pride in their eyes. I feel like that's what you wanted with this person with the 3 of coins, but it just didn't work out that way. Okay, because like I said, this person was a lesson for you. It was not someone that you were meant to be with. Okay, so divine timing is at play in your love life. That's what spirit is telling you. So I know y'all are wanting the new person, but they're going to come when it's time for them to come. Okay. So we've got the knowledge card showing up here. Spirit is talking about the twin trying to figure out what this connection is, because they are trying to walk away from you and they can't do it. It's like as soon as they turn around and say, okay, I've had enough of this, I'm not, dealing with it anymore, whatever, it's like they get pulled back. Their feelings pull them back. All right. 3 of coins. And then we've got the coffee cup coming up. Okay. So meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. This is what's going to be happening between you and the twin. I mean, not in the twin. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to say that. The soulmate. For some of you, you may still be at a point in your life where you're still focusing on the twin. And so for some of you, this could be talking about the twin, because that was a Freudian slip and it wasn't meant. That's not what I meant to say. But apparently for some of you, it ain't everybody. Okay. We know majority of y'all are like, F the twin, where's the new love? But for some people, that's why that 3 of coins is showing up, because they want to work things out with their twin, because maybe they haven't learned yet what's really going on with the twin. Okay. So for those of you who don't know what's going on, let me tell you what's going on. Third party, this person is with someone else. They may come to you and try to tell you they miss you, they thinking of you, so on and so forth. But when they go home, they messing around with somebody else. Okay. I don't know if they live with this person. For some of you, this person got a kid with somebody else. They could have been married to this person or still married to this person, or married to them and currently going through a divorce, or at the end of a divorce. This is what I'm getting with this third party card. So I'm telling you, don't let this person pull the wool over your eyes, Sagittarius, because that's what they're trying to do. Okay. Second card represents how you feel about the soulmate. So it is just talking about, let me see. Yeah, 6 of cups. It's just talking about this being a past life connection. Okay. For some of you, this person is from the area where you grew up, or vice versa. You could be from the area where they grew up. With the 6 of cups, it is also talking about, it's the soulmate card, and it is speaking of this person, you and this person having a past life connection with each other. So there's going to be soul recognition when you see each other. Like I said, when you see this person, Sagittarius, you're going to know that is them. Okay. We don't have no descriptions, because we're talking, to a collective, a whole bunch of y'all. But when you see this person, trust me, your soul is gonna know. Because when I saw mine, I was like, yeah, I knew that it was them. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so spirit is telling you to trust. I get this card all the time because I'm so impatient. So I know how it is. You just want your person like yesterday, but you just have to trust in divine timing and know that everything it's going to show up when it's supposed to. And when you look back on it, you'll realize that the best thing you could have done was just leave it alone. Okay, so spirit is telling you you're gonna have a lot of options. Okay, there could be other people that are going to be coming at you besides the twin and the soulmate. Okay, this can speak of also the twin having a lot of options and them trying to treat you like a key on a damn ring. Like you weren't special, or you didn't mean anything to them. Okay, all right. Let me get one more card. 6 of cups. Yeah, because see, they were ghosting, playing around, breadcrumbing, all this kind of crap. And like I told you, I just feel like you're just sick of it. You're sick of the whole thing. But we talk about the twin to remind you that this person is going to come back, and they're going to show up when at the last minute, like when you don't expect them to. Because like right now, I feel like a few of you may be waiting for this person to come back because, you know, you at least want closure, or you're wanting either to know what happened or to try to understand. Like I said, Spirit is telling you, you know, a lot of what went on with this person. And I told you, they're very, you know, one-sided. They're all about self. They have a narcissistic personality. I don't know if they're narcs, but they have narcissistic personality. They don't care about loving you or meeting your needs. What they want to do is they want to hit it and quit it if they hadn't done it before, or do it again if they did before. Because from what I hear, this is what I've been told a lot of times, and I believe it. I believe it because I remember the feelings I had for my twin. They say that like the sex with a twin flame is like some of the best sex you could ever have in your life. So I don't know, because like I said, we never did the do. It never got that far, because like I said, as soon as he started acting fucking stupid, I was like, you can get the hell on, okay? But I'm saying all of this to say that. And then I've been told too by people that I know that have been in twin flame connections that it's like once you start with that, and that's why I'm glad I didn't do it, because they say once you start with your twin, it's hella difficult to stop because it's so good. That's what I heard. I don't know. I'm just telling you, but I would believe that to be true because of the things that, you know, when I was in the situation, the feelings that I was feeling and stuff like that, I would say it was true. Just for somebody, you know, in a situation, you know, and feeling what I felt. Okay. All right. So next card is talking about the twin flames feelings for you, Sagittarius, and the devil. See, that's what I'm telling you. For those that you done hit it with your twin flame, they done hit it, or you done hit it, or whatever you want to say. This person is obsessed. It's Capricorn energy. Okay. They're obsessed with you. Okay. And for those of you where it didn't happen, I'm telling you, this person sits up and they obsess over, fantasize obsessively over doing the do with you. Okay. It's not, oh, let's go love, go, you know, play house and have some kids. Well, for some of you, it could be that. I'm not going to say that they don't do that at all, because there's feelings, there's love there, even though they shove it all down and suppress it or whatever. But for the majority of you, it's this. And I know it's this because, and you should know it too, because that connection you have with that person, I used to pick up visuals of certain things that I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to say nothing about, but I know that that for me, mine definitely was that they was fantasizing, because I got some seriously graphic stuff, and I was like, oh my God, because I know it wasn't coming from me, because at the point that it was coming through, I was done. So with this devil card, this person spends a lot of time thinking about that with you, Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. Devil. Okay. So some of y'all are ignoring it. Like I said, you could be getting seduced. Some of you, this is not for everybody. This is just for whoever this is showing up for, because if it's coming up, I got to say it. Okay. Some of y'all are ignoring the red flags when it comes to this situation and trying to sweep things under the rug. I don't know if it's because you in a sexual situation with this person, but let me tell you this. If you are sleeping with this person, you need to make sure you're protecting yourself, because this person is not only sleeping with you. Okay. They out here with at least one other person. It could be more than that, because this person likes to be in the streets, and they like to, what do they say? Lay it low and spread it wide. I think that's the proper way to say it. But that's what this person likes to do. So don't pretend like you don't know what the hell is going on, Sagittarius, because I don't want any of y'all to get, you know, for anything to happen to you health wise, or for you to end up getting hurt because you're not opening your eyes and seeing what it is. Like I said, sex is good. but it's not worth you, getting sick over or having, because they got stuff. It don't have to kill you. It don't have to kill you. You could just have it for the rest of your life, right? So you got to think about that. Okay, so when it comes to the twin, okay, this is about their need to surrender. Okay, they're trying to control things. Like I told y'all, for a lot of you, this person is trying to manifest you coming back into their lives. They're not wanting to come towards you to do anything, but I feel like when this soulmate shows up, they're gonna be forced to do it, because they're really gonna see you. I told you, they're gonna freak the hell out when they see you show up with somebody else. And like I said, for those of you that's gonna go and rub it in their face, I can't even be mad at you for that, because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this person really needs to come to Jesus, because they go around and treat other people any kind of way they want to treat other people, and now the backlash is coming back on them. Okay, they got a lot of pride. Like I told you, they sit in egoic energy. We talked about narcissistic personalities, and they got difficulty apologizing. They don't even want to take responsibility. I told you, they didn't do anything wrong. To them, through their lens, it was all you. Okay, and that they were just a innocent bystander. I guess that's what I'm getting. Okay, so we've got backstabbing here. It's talking about heartbreaking pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. So this person, like I said, I've told y'all this several times. This person literally tried to break you. They tried to break you down. A lot of you are very confident, okay? Or you know how to project that confidence, okay? And this person doesn't like that. They see it as arrogant. They feel like they're better than you. They want you to submit. Submission is the word that I'm getting. They want you to submit to them, so that they can control the narrative. They can control what's going on between the two of you. Like I said, all it's about for them is control. They want you to pay attention to them. They want you to see them as this, like big bad, person, not bad in a bad way, but bad in a good way. And they want, to just be able to control the situation between the two of you, and to be able to come in and out of your life whenever they feel like, and then go around with these other people that they've got here. Okay. All right. So this last card here represents the soulmate's feelings for you. So we got the Queen of Swords showing up. Okay. So this to me is telling me this is, let me say first, it's an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But this is talking about, you're at a point where you're trying to protect your energy. Okay, you're not suffering fools gladly. For some of you, you could be divorced. Okay, when this Queen of Swords comes up, this is somebody who has gone through a lot of shit. Okay, and they're a very strong person. Okay, they've gotten through all of it. It's like, I've been through this, I've been through this, I've been through that, and I'm still fucking breathing. It's like that type of energy. So you have to remember that when you're trying to get through this situation with this twin. Like I said, that's what I used to tell myself. I tell y'all this to remind you. It's a reminder. You may have hurt my feelings. I can't stop people from hurting me, but I damn sure ain't gonna let you break me. So you have to remember that, okay? Because that's what this person wants to do. They want to put their foot on your neck. That's what I'm seeing. I see a visual of that in my head. So be careful, those of you who are still interacting with this person, because they don't have good intentions when it comes to you in this connection. Okay. I know we're talking about the soulmate card here, but I just wanted, that's what's coming out. That's what Spirit is telling me to tell you about this person. Okay. Because look at this card. Look at the backstabbing card. Look at all that fruit and how it's all torn open and stuff. And like that juice there. What is it? Pomegranate? Yeah. It looks like blood, so please be careful. Please be careful, because this person is very abusive. But anyway, I feel like with the Queen of Swords, the soulmate sees you trying to protect your energy. You are trying to heal yourself from what has happened with this twin. And I feel like the soulmate is going to come in and help you do that. They've been through their stuff as well. They understand you sitting in this energy, and they're not going to be put off by it. Okay. But what Spirit is saying though, is don't chop them with the sword. Sagittarius. Okay, we know you tired. We know you went through this stuff with this other person. We know, you're up to here when it comes to stuff, but this soulmate really does mean you well. They're not trying to, they're trying to add to your life, not take away from it. They're trying to help you, not harm you. Okay? All right, let's clarify. No, you all hey, look at this card, Sagittarius. You all suited up. You like, bitch, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Okay? You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at this stuff, Sagittarius. I know they hurt you. I know this person drugged you. I know they did a lot of bad stuff to you. Not the soulmate, but the twin flame. I know they did a lot of stuff to you, but being able to laugh at it is part of you being able to let it go. Okay? I'm not laughing that you got hurt. I'm just laughing at how you like, yeah, bring your ass over here and you gonna find out what's gonna happen. Okay? And I don't blame you for being like that, because this is how I was when I came out of it. I was like, try me. Okay? And so this is the thing. This person is allowing all this time, the twin, all this time to go by, and they're not trying to fix things, right? But all of a sudden, when the soulmate shows up, it's a light bulb moment, right? I gotta tell you, how I feel, and where'd you go? Why are you gone? And all this kind of crap. And like I told you, they're gonna come in with the puppy dogs and the rainbows, and yeah, we gonna 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles. We gonna live this beautiful life and all this BS. Like I said, all the while, third party. Like I said, for some of you, this person realized that the grass wasn't greener on the other. Well, they all did, but I'm saying they realized it. All of them realized it wasn't greener on the other side. But some of them, I feel like, have tried to walk away from this person, but I don't feel like this person is having it. And for some of you, this person is pissed at you, like you had something to do with whatever happened between the two of them, which has nothing to do with you at all. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and clarify. So this is about you. Spirit is telling you to stay open. Okay? Keep your heart open. No matter what, keep your heart open. Don't allow your character to be changed by some shit somebody else did. Okay? Because this new person, they're not the twin. They didn't do the things to you that this person did. And this person is getting over some stuff that they've been through as well. So like I told you, they coming in with an attitude of understanding, wanting to help you, wanting to be there for you. And like I said, this connection is going to be healing for both of you if you allow it in. Okay? All right. So this person is tapped in, the one that's coming, the soulmate. Okay? They get guidance from spirit. All right? They're letting spirit guide them through this connection to you, okay, on what to do, what not to do, when to show up, when to not show up, so on and so forth. Okay? All right. And then we've got the blowing kiss card. So this is going to be a situation. It's going to be unconditional love. Okay? This is going to be somebody that loves you when you having a good day and a bad day, whether you think you look fat this day or you look skinny the next day. This person's going to love you no matter what. And this is the type of person that you want to be with, because they're going to love you through your ups and downs. And I feel like you're going to be the same way with them as well. Okay? This type of love, you don't want to pass this up, Sagittarius. Okay? So for those of you who are still hanging on to the twin, you haven't gotten to this point yet, because everybody's going to be at a different point in this reading. I always tell you that. Really think about what the twin, even if you got to take out a sheet of paper and write down what you feel like the twin is giving to you. You need to do that. You need to come to Jesus. You need to look at what's really going on. Okay? Because like I said, we all love the sex. I get it. We all love sex, but there has to be something else. Because you can get sex anywhere, right? There has to be something else. And I don't know about y'all. This is not a judgment on anybody, but if I don't trust you, I can't do that with you. I can't open myself up to someone like that if I don't trust them. Okay? And then, like I said, I know people will lie to you, and they got other stuff going on. It ain't everybody, but I know this person, the twin, is a liar. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful these days, and you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where, you know how they talk about that stuff on like on TV. What's that show called Snapped? I've never seen it before, but I've seen like trailers and stuff and commercials for it and stuff like that. I think my dad used to watch it. But anyway, it talks about how these women flip out and do stuff, do stuff to men. And it's because, 9 times out of 10 is because they got pushed to their, I'm not saying it ain't crazy women out there. I'm not saying it ain't crazy people out there, period, because there are. But I'm saying a lot of them, it's because they stayed in something too long that they should have been gotten out of, okay? And that's why where the self-love comes in, because the more you love yourself, the less shit you take off of other people. And so they stayed in something longer than they should have, and then they get pushed to their breaking point. Because I'm telling you, I've had people that I've been in relationships with in the past, like push me to the point to where I said, if I had stayed with them any longer, y'all probably wouldn't know me, because I'd probably be locked up somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Because people play with your feelings and play with your feelings and play with your feelings. And I'm not a violent person. I'm not somebody that would do, would consciously want to do something to somebody. But what you have to understand is everybody has their breaking point. Everybody does. And so when people are in relationships with other people, it's like some people, they just like to play with people. And I never understood that. I never understood that, because I'm not that type of person. Because if I'm not feeling you, I'm not going to play games with you. I'm going to let you go, because there's 8 billion people on the planet. You think I can't find somebody else? And you have to think like that. You have to understand, even if this is the greatest love, because I hear Whitney Houston in my head, the greatest love of all. That's what she's singing in my head. So I'm like, even if it is the greatest love, I would rather have the second greatest and be in a situation where I have somebody that's treating me with respect and I'm treating them with respect. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you feel about somebody else if they're not treating you right and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Okay. All right. So, did I talk about this card? We're going to talk about it anyway. We're going to talk about it again. So like I said, unconditional love. There's going to be, a reciprocal relationship, giving and receiving, a lot of fairness in this love relationship, and affection return. So whatever you put out in this situation, pun intended, you're going to get it back, Sagittarius. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right. So when it comes out, let me get your mind out the gutter. Okay. So the outcome is the 10 of Wands. So I just feel like you're just sick and tired of the whole situation with the twin. I feel like a lot of you are just disgusted, and you're just like, why don't you just get the hell on, just get out of my energy and leave me alone? Because even if they're not showing up in your face in the 3D, you can still feel the person energetically, you can still feel that. And it's just like, I'm just like, if you're not going to do right, then just leave. Don't sit here and be in my energy and do all this kind of crap and, trying to, like I said, trying to manifest me back and all this. Ain't nobody got no time for that mess, man. No one has time for that. Okay. But Spirit is telling you to focus on your creativity, focus on what lights you up. As I always tell you, focus on your passions, because at this point in time, you're walking away from this twin. Whatever you put your time and effort into is going to be rewarded. So go for what go for what your best shot. Whatever it is you've always wanted to do, whatever it is you feel like you were put here on this earth to do, make sure you do it. Okay, make sure you do it. All right. 10 of Wands. Hold on, card down. Yeah, because this twin is going through overload. This card has come up several times in a lot of different signs that I've read this week. And I feel like the reason why it's showing up is because, what this person has done has come home to roost. So like I told you, they are messing around with a whole bunch of different people. They're doing all the things they've done to you. They do it to other people as well. And I feel like these people are now, coming to them and saying, hey, you did this, you did that, or whatever. So this person is on the outs with a lot of different people with this overload card. Okay. All right, let me get one more to the wand. Yeah. So yeah, for you, I feel like the relationship is over. You know, no second chances. What's dead is dead. You know, you're done with this mess. Okay, you're ready to throw those wands down. And so the healing that you're doing, that's what's gonna get you through this. Okay, that's what's gonna get you to the end of the road, so that you open yourself up for this new person that's coming in. Okay, this time is very important. Okay, you being single, because you got to make sure that Sagittarius is good before soulmate can come in. Okay, Sagittarius has got to be good. I'm not saying, every single thing has to be, you know batten down, or all your I's and your T's dotted and crossed. I'm not saying that, but you got to work on yourself, and at least make sure you're healing from what happened with this twin. Okay, and knowing that, for a lot of you, this is going to be the last time you have to go through some shit like this, because it was just a learning experience. A lot of times, I told you, a lot of times spirit likes to trust, to trust. Spirit likes to test us. Okay, spirit's telling you to trust again, because they making me say things that I wasn't intending it to say. So a lot of times spirit likes to test us to make sure we have truly learned the lesson, because saying you learned it and actually executing or demonstrating that is two different things. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to get some messages from the twin, and we're going to get some messages from the new person. Okay. And then we'll get, of course, a message from spirit. Spirit always has the last word. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I have to let you go to find myself. Like I told you, this person keeps trying to walk away from you, but part of their karma is they get pulled back. They get pulled back every time they try to leave. And see, they're in pain. It says it hurts so much. They're in pain. It's not. I don't care if you see this person every day and they plaster a smile on their face and they act like nothing is wrong, like they just living in a beautiful world all day long. It's a lie. It's an act. Okay, because they're in pain. And then look, I cry at night. And then look, why do I deserve someone like you? Like I told you, this person questions it. Deep down inside, they understand that you are, like I said, the levels are different. That, like I said, they understand that you were a blessing in their life, but they've messed it up so badly, and they don't want to take responsibility, and they're afraid, because a lot of you, I know, I wouldn't want to approach you after, if I had done the things that this person has done, I wouldn't want to approach you to try to make, but like I said, if you really want to be with somebody, you do what you're supposed to do. But like I told you, this person is going to wait until the 11th hour. That's what it is. That's how you say it. The 11th hour, in order to try to come back. And a lot of you are going to be happy with this new person, and you're going to be like, dude. But I feel like a lot of you, because that's how I feel. I don't even care if anybody new comes. I still don't want your ass back. That's the way I feel. And I feel like with this 10 of Wands, I feel like a lot of you feel the same damn way. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from the soulmate. Ooh. I'm gonna get a lot of them, because we trying to black out what the twin said. Okay, here we go. I can't wait to see you again. Some of you, this person already knows you. I've told you this before. They know you. They've watched you or been watching you, and they're just waiting for the right time to strike, is what I hear from spirit. Okay, I'm working hard on my finances for you, for us, and for our future. So this person is getting all their ducks in the row. They're preparing to make space in their life for you. Okay, they're wanting you to come in. Like I said, this person is thinking long term already. They're already got feelings for you, already in love with you, and they're wanting this to, they're wanting to lock you down, and for this to be a forever relationship. Okay, since you are my lucky charm. Since I met you, I've manifested all sorts of things. Okay, then we've got, see, I told you they love you, because this fell face down. I didn't even know this was here. Okay, so I told you, this person is in love with you. They've been watching you. They daydream about you, so you being watched by at least two people, by the twin and by the soulmate. Okay, but with the soulmate, it's not the creepy aspect that you get. You know, the creepy, icky, the ick, because the twin. When I think about that, it gives me the ick. But with the new person, it's admiration and devotion, and just wanting to be with you, wanting to love you, and wanting to have a relationship with you. Okay, here we go. Your beauty is so captivating that I forget to blink. And then we've got, I'm thinking of you in this very moment. I miss you. So like I said, for a lot of you, this person already knows you. You may know who they are. They may just may not have come forward to let you know exactly how they feel. They may have tried to like give you small hints, okay, that you may not have picked up on because you're dealing with Dipwad, the twin. And so, that's normal. But like I said, a lot of you, they'll be coming to make their feelings known pretty soon. Okay, because this is, like I told you, this is somebody that don't play around. They don't fuck around, but they're taking their time. For a lot of you, you intimidate this person. Okay, because they have so many feelings for you. They put you up on a pedestal. Like I told you, they're very devoted, very admiring of you, and because of that, they want to get this right. They don't want to mess it up. Okay. So we've got two cards that fell from Spirit. This is the picture on the first one, and it says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. I feel like Spirit is talking about this confrontational energy, because this is talking about anger that needs to be dealt with. Okay, I felt like this card used to come up for me, okay, with the twin, but I had to get past it, and once I was able to forgive him, I feel free now. I don't, I wish him the best, but like I say, we can't redo this. You can't come back to me. Okay. So then we've got this card. Okay. And it says balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both challenges and supports. Okay. So this new person is going to be someone that does both. They challenge you and support you. And it's going to be a relationship where, how you have somebody around you where you just like, dang, that person is so cool, or I admire them so much, they make me want to be better. This is the type of person, the type of relationship that you're going to have with this soulmate. Okay, you're both going to amp each other up. Okay, all right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sag. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you, your person, in your love life. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. 1 second. Okay, so the overall energy for this week's reading is the High Priestess. Okay, it's Pisces energy. This is talking about the need for you to listen to your intuition. Okay, Spirit is sending you downloads. Okay, because I'm being drawn to this little, pink shaft of light that's coming down into your crown chakra. All right, we got the moon showing up right here. So you want to be careful that you're really taking a look at everything and seeing it for what it really is, what it truly is. Okay, underneath this we have the Magician. Okay, this is talking about you manifesting what it is you want when it comes to your love life, and I feel like all areas of your life. With the Seven of Pentacles, this manifestation has taken time, and you've had a lot of rotten things grow up in this situation, but I feel like now you're on the path of things turning out the way you want them to. Okay, like I said, when I talk about rotten things, I'm talking about these old stagnant relationships that didn't work out. The one that, we just talked about with your twin that we talk about every week. And I feel like you've been through a lot of it, but now I feel like you've taught yourself how to reap really good things from what you've sown now. Okay. Underneath this, we have the Five of Swords showing up here. This can talk about, winning at all costs. I feel like you've left someone behind, and this person is upset about what has happened, because look at the blood there. Okay, I feel like that's talking about their pain, all right, from you leaving. Okay, and I feel like, Spirit is trying to guide you through this situation. And then look at the guy. I feel like you're over what's happened with this person, because look, it's like you got a headache. You're sick and tired of the status quo with this person. Okay, but you're being protected by Spirit. They're all around you. Underneath this, we have the Page of Cups. This is a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the Pisces card. And I feel like this is talking about a love offer that comes along with an apology. So this could be your twin trying to come back to you and apologize. But for a lot of you, I don't know if this person is going to want to take responsibility. I feel like they're going to dance around things and not be completely honest. Okay. And then look here. There's a little heart there. You know, it's funny. I look at these cards. I've had these cards for so many years, and every time I look at them, I see things that I didn't see before. Okay. I feel like Spirit is trying to open up this person's heart chakra, and that's what this is. This is their heart, and Spirit is trying to get them to open it up. Okay. All right. And then we've got the Ten of Swords here. I feel like for you, you're being guided away from this connection with the twin by Spirit because you know it's done. This person's betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, you know, done all this shit to you, and you're tired. Okay. And now you're standing in your Nine of Pentacles energy where you're single, you know, you're trying to live your best life. You're preparing for the new person to come in, and you are, of course, being guided by Spirit like always. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this High Priestess. Okay. Give me one moment. Yeah. We know that this old person is wearing a mask. They're still wearing that mask. Like I said, Spirit is trying to bring them, trying to get them to have a come to Jesus moment, but I don't know how well it's going to take. All right. So we've got the fall showing up here. So I feel like there's going to be some type of movement in the fall. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. You're reinventing yourself. And I feel like you're coming close to the end of that reinvention, okay? Because it's time for a lot of us to start to come together, come into union with the new person, all right? But like I said, you have to have done your healing and be prepared for this, okay? If you have not done your healing, then you can't be expecting somebody to show up for you yet, because if you're not ready, remember, I tell y'all, Spirit is protecting you, and Spirit is also protecting this new person, okay? And so this new person is doing their work, they're healing, they're balanced, and you know, Spirit's not going to bring the two of you together if one or the other of you are not ready. Okay. All right. Let me get one more card. So you got to remember that you have to do what Spirit is recommending that you do if you're wanting the outcome you want. Okay. So the last card that fell, we have addiction here. So there's some codependent people here. Okay. This could be talking about the twin, but I feel like for a lot of you Sagittarius, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give it to you like it goes. Some of you are codependent, okay? It could be a lot of you that are codependent, okay? So I feel like the obsession and the possession and the emotional block and all this kind of crap, that refers to your twin, but this codependent, it's both of you. And I feel like this is what you've got to get over, because you can't go into this new connection being the old person, all right? You have to step up to a new level, just like your twin has to step up to a new level and become a different person or become a new person in order to be with you. It's the same thing when it comes to you, and this new person that's coming in, this soulmate. Okay. All right. So the first placement we're going to take a look at represents the situation, and we've got the Page of Wands here. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. Let me tell you this. Whatever Spirit wants to talk about, that's what we're going to talk about. I know y'all all about the new person. I get it, because I'm there too. That's what I want to hear about too. But if there is a message that Spirit needs to impart to you about the old person, it's going to be what it's going to be. Okay. It's whatever Spirit is giving me, because I'm not steering the ship. I am the vessel that they're using. But whatever's coming out, this is what you need to hear and what you need to know. When it's time for you to know about the new person, Spirit will give you that information. Okay. All right. So Page of Wands, this is talking about the old person. All right. It is talking about them being curious, talking about them being excited. I feel like they're going to try to come back and come together with you. Okay. They're going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. That's why this, hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to get to the card. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. That's why this Page of Cups is coming up, okay? Because this person's going to try to make a comeback, okay? Because I told you, for a lot of you, this person feels you moving on. It's freaking them out. It's scaring them. And they are now, they ringing the alarm. It's like what was it, DEFCON 5 or whatever. And they're trying to come towards you, okay? You have this connection with the new person in the fifth dimension is what spirit is telling you, okay? But you got to have patience for this person, to come in, because you have things that you have to do, and there are things that, your person is preparing themselves with as well. Hold on one second. There's something in my eye, and it's just, ugh. Okay, here we go. Let me get one more. Page of Wands. So you're going to be getting messages, all right? You and this new person are going to mirror each other, all right? There's going to be you need to have a lot of self-reflection, introspection. You need to look at your inner wounds and make sure you heal them, because whatever is coming up, whatever you got going on, the person's going to be reflecting that, okay? And you don't want to self-sabotage this connection because you have not done your work, okay? But like I told you, Spirit's not going to let this person come in anyway if they feel like you're not completely ready, okay? But you also have to be prepared to work on things as they arise, because just because this person is coming in, it's the person you always, the type of person you've always wanted to be with, and they're going to be treating you properly. You're still going to get triggered by things. They're still going to get triggered by things. They're still going to have to be healing. They're still going to have to be leveling up, okay? It never stops is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so now we're going to move to the next placement. Okay, now we're looking at the challenge. The challenge, Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is about taking a risk, keeping your heart open, but I feel like it's double meaning, it's dual meaning. Spirit is talking about both people in this connection. So with this Knight of Wands, Spirit is also telling you about this this old person coming in, because this is the type of energy that they sit in. We know that, right? They're not, they're very fickle. They're in and out, they want to pretend like they're coming in to take a risk, but they're not really taking a risk. They're trying to make you believe that this is what it is, but that is what it is, but this is what's really happening, because this person is wild, okay? They don't want to tame themselves. They don't want anybody taming them. They just want to do whatever the hell they want to do, just like wild horses do, okay? Let's clarify. Yeah. So there's a separation going on, and the separation is going on because, number one, you're through with the old twin, but there's also a separation going on between you and the soulmate, because you have to prepare yourself for this union to occur, okay? Let me get one more. Okay, so this is about grounding, okay? Finding your stability and your security, all right? And this is about growth and endurance, like being able to endure the things that you have to go through in order to get through the situation with this old person to get to the new one, okay? Next placement we're going to take a look at is the guidance for Spirit. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to use this Hermit energy, okay? It's Virgo energy. Heal, look, reflect. See how she's sitting there on the cliff, and she's reflecting, thinking about things. I feel like, like I said, the purpose of the past is for you to learn from what has happened, okay? And this has to be reiterated because we all up in love with the new person. I get it. You're excited. You're ready to be with this person. You feel like you're ready to be with this person, and you're wanting to, getting over a cold. So you're wanting to jump ahead, but you can't skip this. You cannot skip this separation. It is necessary for you to prepare yourself, okay? Because you got to take this even more seriously than you would for the twin, because this is someone who has the potential to be your life partner if both of you, agree and you continue to move forward like you should, okay? All right, let's clarify. See, look, you got commitment coming. So you got to step into that energy, Sagittarius, and be the best person you can be. Heal up these things that you need to heal up, okay? And get ready, because for some of you, this person is right on your damn doorstep. They about to hold up their hand and knock on the door. So you got to be ready, okay? But everybody's person is not going to come at the same time. All right, it's going to be staggered. It's based on how you're working through what has happened with this old person, because you have to have progressed through the heartbreak of what happened with this old person to a certain degree in order for this new person to come in, because they're going to help you heal the rest of the way. But you got to get like 75% is what Spirit is showing me. You got to get at least 75% of the way through the healing of this heartbreak for this new person to come in. Okay. All right. So yeah, this person is a teddy bear. They're interested in you. Okay. This is going to be a blooming romance. They're going to be flirting, wanting to date you. Okay. Because I told you, for a lot of you, this person's already thinking about marriage because they're in love with you. I feel like it's just a situation where they're waiting for the two of you to come together, for you to be in each other's energy, and for them to just confirm what they're being told, or how they feel intuitively about you in this connection. Okay. Okay. So the next placement we're going to take a look at is the focus. Okay. So the focus, Three of Wands. This is about you waiting for your ships to come in, right? And while you're waiting, while you're in this separation period, I'm going to show you the card again. While you're in this period, okay, be focused on yourself. People think that manifesting a relationship is about focusing on the other person, but it's not. It's about focusing on you. Because let me tell you this. My person, I didn't get activated with the real twin and have this new person start to come in until I learned how to truly love myself. Okay. Me loving myself, this is what Spirit is telling me. Me loving myself and the level that I love myself to is what activated this new person to come in. It was what really set it off and set off this, because the twin flame thing had to happen, because that was my learning curve. That was what I had to learn. Okay. In order to move on, to move through and get to the other side where the new person is. Okay. So with this Three of Wands, that's what Spirit is telling you. Take this time, use it to focus on yourself, because this is very important, because your life is never going to be the same, Sagittarius, after you and this person get together. Because like I told you, a lot of you, you have money coming, some of you have new cars showing up. There's also, this love relationship with this person, and this is the love relationship of your dreams, the thing that you've always wanted. So you owe it to your dreams to show up in the best way you possibly can, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Hold on, give me 1 second. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold, and I'm good until I turn on the camera. And when I turn on the camera, everything wants to happen. Okay. So we've got 2 cards that fell. You're going to be receiving signs from Spirit. Spirit is going to tell you where to go, because you may feel like you're on the path and you're trying to go somewhere, but you ain't got the GPS to tell you where to go. Spirit is going to give you the signs and illuminate the path when the time is right. Okay. But this is the direction you're to be heading in right now. Inner child, go back to the past. That's what the Hermit is showing up for. Okay. Go back to the past and look at these things, because for some of you, it's not just one thing. It's extensive things that have happened to you that have crafted you and made you who you are today. But it's also held you back. It's also held you back to a certain extent, because you're operating, when things happen to us, we operate kind of like on autopilot, and we don't even realize some of the stuff we're doing, that we're actually doing it, or where it came from, or why we're doing it like that. Okay. That is the point of you going back and looking at these things. Your inner child is starved for love, and they're wanting to be loved. They're wanting to be healed. They're wanting their wounds to be bandaged. So that's basically what you're doing. You're going back to your inner child and cleaning those wounds and bandaging them up. And some of you got band-aids all over your body, bandages all over your body from the things that have happened to you. And my heart goes out to you, because it's a horrible thing to have an inner child, or even to be a child like that and to be wounded like that. It makes me want to cry. But with this inner child card, this is so very important, because it's going to be like when this new person comes in, your inner child and their inner child is going to be like playing, y'all are going to be playing together, okay? And that may sound a little crazy to you, but that's what spirit is giving me. And so you got to heal these wounds up, so you not going in, your inner child is not going towards their inner child trying to beat them up, or you know, saying ouch, ouch, don't touch me here, don't do this, don't do that, because I'm hurt. You know, you can't, you don't want to go in like that, okay? You want to try to be the best you can. I'm not spirit is not expecting you to heal 100% of everything, because this person is going to help you heal some things as well, but you have to do the majority of it on your own, okay? All right. Let me see. See what else spirit wants to tell you. Okay. Yeah. We've got, again, separation. All right. Sadness, bitterness. Okay. So this is talking about the twin. Sadness, bitterness. This person is missing you. They're thinking about you. You know, they feel like their future is uncertain because you're no longer there, because they thought that you were, for a lot of you, this person always thought you were going to be there for them to walk all over like a doormat. Okay. But to them, they just think about it like they just being themselves. They're not realizing what the hell they're actually doing to another human being, that they're helping to wound, okay, to continue to wound, to aggravate the wounds of someone else's inner child. They don't realize that that's what they're doing, you know, but they realize they're doing something wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say that they, you know, but I feel like they're oblivious. They don't really care about the damage that they're doing, which is why they're going through the karma they're going through now. Okay. All right. So the last placement we're going to take a look at is the outcome. So, okay, we've got the Empress. Okay. Taurus, Libra energy. For some of you, you and this new person, you're going to start a family, because this woman is pregnant, or if you're a male, switch it, because I have males that watch my channel. It's, you know, you're going to be getting your Empress pregnant. Okay. This Empress card is talking about you keeping your heart open, okay? Because let me tell you this. It's coming to me, so I got to tell you. I'm private. Y'all know I don't like to, I don't really talk about myself like this. I've been talking more about myself in this iteration of me starting back up this channel more than I ever have. And my person has energetically, this is happening energetically, has helped me open my heart up to the point to where I'll just be sitting talking about random things, and then all of a sudden I start crying. And I'm like, why am I crying? And I'm laughing because, excuse me, I'm a Scorpio, okay? But I have a Sagittarius Venus, right? So for me, as a Scorpio, I'm very sensitive, but I don't like for people to know that. So I try to act, you know, hard and stuff like that. I mean, that is me, because I'm a Scorpio, and that's how I present. But there is a part of me that is very sensitive, and this new person has got me, because I'm not messing up my thing with my person. I'm opening myself up all the way. We're gonna go all the way. I don't care what happened with the twin. Okay, I'm moving past that, and I'm moving through this, because this person that's coming towards me is my life partner. This is destined, just like the person that's coming towards you is fate. It's destiny. This was who you were always supposed to be with, Sagittarius, but you have to open yourself up. That's what spirit is telling you with this Empress card, because the Empress is not just about, you know, being in that boss energy and knowing, you know, what you deserve and what you desire. It's also saying, I know what I deserve and I know what I desire, but my heart is also open for my emperor to come in and be with me. Okay, because you are the receiver. You are the person that is supposed to hold that, you know, the feminine energy. Okay, because like I said, we all got masculine traits. I have a lot of them as well, but in my relationship, I'm the feminine and my person is the masculine. Okay, and so switch it, males that watch my channel, switch it. But this is about you being in that receiving energy. And then, like I said, you're starting a family, that type of stuff. You want to open yourself up and be open to your children. You want to create a safe space for them. Because think about those of you with the inner child wounds that we're talking about here. Okay, think about the things that were done to you when you were growing up by your parents. Like I said, everybody does the best they can, but you know, for a lot of you, they may have fallen short. Okay, no offense to them, but I got to, you know, I'm gonna tell you what spirit is giving me. So because of that, you got to learn from what has happened from other people's mistakes as well. And think about when your child comes in or your children come in, how do you want your environment to be? And if your heart is closed, you're not going to be able to provide that safe space that you would have wanted probably as a child. Okay? So you got to think about that. It's a lot of things to think about. Okay, let's clarify. Oh no, you're going to find out why I'm laughing in a minute. Because I'm telling you, this dang dude, man. Okay, so the twin flame is showing up. That's why I'm laughing. The twin flame is showing up. The card fell upside down. So, you know, we out with the twin flame, right? Like I said, and I feel like for a lot of you, the icing on the cake to you shutting down and closing your heart up had to do with what this twin flame did to you. Okay, I feel like this was like, you know, you were fed up. This was the straw that broke the camel's back when you went through these things with this person, because you really, really, really love this person. Okay, and were really, I feel like, open to them, and you feel like they kicked you in the chest when you tried to give them your heart. Okay, so this has created a barrier, and this barrier must be broken down for this new person, because this new person is coming in with their heart open. They're coming in with their heart on their sleeve, and they're coming in honest, open, honest. I'm getting Ace of Swords, okay, for truth and honesty. I'm getting the king, the Knight of Cups. Somebody, you know, like a very romantic knight. This is going to be someone who really wants to be open to you. Spirit is telling you the answer is yes. Your person is coming, but you know, you got to make sure you're prepared for them as well. Okay. Yeah. See, because you're both ascending. You're learning expansion. You're preparing for union. This is a new phase of your life. Like I told you, your life is never going to be the same again, Sagittarius. So you have to mentally, physically, spiritually prepare yourself for it. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get some messages from your person, and then we're going to get some messages from spirit. I'm going to stay away from the other decks because I don't want those messages coming from the twin. I don't want, because if I pull out the other decks, I know that's what's going to happen. Okay. So we've got, when I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. Okay. So you have a tremendous, a profound effect on this new person. Okay. I feel like you sit at the center of this person's world. You are the sun in this person's life. Okay. We've got your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. Okay. So this is spirit saying, you know, come in with honesty, come in with vulnerability. All right. That's the test too. That's the test too with this connection. Okay. You had somebody stomp on your heart in the last connection, and spirit is saying, okay, we're giving you a new person. Are you going to be able to open yourself up and come towards them the way you would have wanted that twin to come towards you? Okay. Then we've got, I remember the first day we met. It was like yesterday. This is going to be someone who is going to remember all the first. You know, like how you see in movies and things like that, where one of the spouses forgets the other one, you know, the other one's birthday, or forgets the anniversary and stuff like that. This person is going to remember everything. They're going to be like, I remember what you were wearing. I remember what you said. I remember. This is the type of person that is coming into your life. Okay. Then we've got, thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the small things in life. So I feel like you both have a lot to learn from each other. You have a lot to learn from this person, and they have a lot to learn from you. Okay. And then we've got, since I met you, I have more energy to push towards my goals. So you are nothing but a win-win to this person in their life. Okay, so now we're going to get some messages from spirit. Hold on. That wanted to come out. It fell out. So hold on one second. This card. It says chemistry. It says the attraction you feel is mutual. So the way you feel about this person, they're gonna feel they already are in love with you. Okay, this new person. Okay, so that's why spirit wants you to heal yourself, heal these things that are happening, so that you can step into this connection with this person, like, you know, with a completely clean slate, because that's what this new person deserves. All right, because that's how they're coming in for you. See, here we go. Soulmate. It says your soulmate love loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. Okay. Then we look, they coming through these messages. Hold on one second. Then we've got self-care. Spirit is saying clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. All right. You got to make sure you're in, tip-top condition. Okay. Then here we go. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. They're talking about your twin. Okay. Then we've got forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. This is the biggest reason why you need to forgive this person. Okay. Like I said, you're clearing your slate, right? You got to open, because if you don't let go of the things that this person has done to you, I mean, completely let go of them. And the way you will have let go of them is that you feel free. Okay. When you think about them, like I told you, people think that the opposite of love is hate. It's not hate. Okay. It is oh God. Hold on. It is indifference. I just blanked out there for a minute. It's indifference. So what Spirit is telling you is that when you get to that place where you're indifferent, that means you don't care one way or the other, right? It's like how they tell you when you detach, when you manifest, it's the same thing. You good either way, right? You good if the person is there, you good if the person is not there. So when you get to that point with this person and you feel free, that's how you'll know you've forgiven them. But if there's still anger, there's still, you still feeling, hard done by, all these types of things, but hurt, all this stuff, then that is Spirit telling you that you got to do some more healing. Okay. Because like I told you, you don't want to let me tell you this. This is what, if you hang on to this stuff, okay, I'm beating this point like a dead horse because I want you to completely understand what Spirit is telling you. If you bring this anger and the hurt and the pain from what this person has done, the twin has done, into this relationship, it's like you're bringing them into the relationship, and like it's a third party thing. Like what the twin did to you, you're doing it to the new person. Okay. And it's also a situation where the twin is going to have the upper hand because you have not let go of this person. And so you're blocking yourself. You're blocking yourself from having the type of relationship you want to have. And then it's also a situation where, like I told you, Spirit is not going to let this person come in if you're still sitting in this energy. But then there could be a situation where you come in, and then afterwards, when the twin comes back, they could bring up some new stuff, right? And you're going to have to deal with that as well. So those are the two scenarios I'm talking about, where you haven't gotten over it, and because you haven't gotten over it, you're being blocked from your new person, or you get into the situation with this new person, the twin comes back, stirs up some shit, and then you got to deal with that. Okay. And so that's messing up, putting chinks in the armor of your relationship with this person. So you want to keep all of that shit from happening. You want to, how like a little kid, when they get a toy that they love, and how they like, holding it and like, you can't touch, you don't do this. It's my stuff or whatever. You got to be like that about this new relationship. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. All right. I'm going to get you a Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle card to see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, yeah, it says break up. It says time apart is on the horizon. This may be short term or long term. Spirit is giving me all these separation cards. This is the third separation card that is falling. Okay, we had breakup, we had separation that showed up here, and then we had separation that showed up again. So like I said, Spirit is really trying to drive this point home, okay? That it is so important for you to use this time for yourself. Nobody wants to do it. I get it. I didn't want to do it when I had to do it, okay? And Spirit was continually telling me stuff, because think about it. I read for myself. So it's like every day they were telling me to say, because y'all only getting it once a week, right? But Spirit was giving it to me every day. Okay, you need to do this. Okay, you need to do that. And so, yeah, you don't want to hear it. Yeah, you feel some kind of way about it, because I feel some kind of way about it too. But you got to ask yourself at the end of the day, what do you want? Do you want to remain stuck in something toxic with somebody else that's trying to control you? Or do you want to move on and have the love of your life? Have a true love, with a soulmate, somebody that's got your back like you have theirs, okay? I'm telling you, because nothing comes for free. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your person or persons, okay, when it comes to your love life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we go. Your overall energy for this week's reading, Sagittarius, is the Knight of Cups. Okay, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Look, he's carrying the cup on his head. Okay, so this is talking about a love offer coming in, a very romantic love offer where somebody comes towards you with their heart on their sleeve, and they're ready to put it all out on the table, let you know exactly how they feel. Okay, underneath this we have the Five of Swords. Okay, this can speak of winning at all costs. Okay, and I feel like that's what's happening. Whoever this is that's being represented here by the Knight of Cups energy, they're coming in, ready to fight who they got to fight, do what they got to do in order to get your hand. Okay, male or female. Underneath this, we had a Three of Cups. Here we go. Third party, third party, third party. So this could represent you, the twin, and the soulmate. It could represent you and the twin, and then their soulmate. Okay. I mean, not their soulmate, their karmic partner. I didn't mean to say soulmate. I meant karmic partner. So with the Three of Cups, it is talking about reunion. It could be reunion with someone from the past, and it could be, doesn't have to be the past, this past life. It could be in the past of this life. It could be, another past life is what they're saying. Okay. Then we've got the Star card here. This flipped out of the deck when I was shuffling before I turned on the camera. It's Aquarius energy. You may have Aquarius placements. This is talking about, wish fulfillment. Okay. It can also speak of healing, the need to heal before, you're able to let in your manifestations. Okay. All right. And then we've got the Seven of Wands here. This is about you protecting your energy. I feel like, you're tired of what has gone on in your love life. And so now you've become proactive in trying to keep certain people out of your energy. Okay. And this can also represent the fact that anyone that comes into your life now that wants to be a part of your world romantically, that they're going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight other people in order to, to try to, get in there. Okay. All right. So yeah, you're being watched, Sagittarius. There's the Page of Swords. We know you watch as well, but because you watch the tarot, but this, you're being watched, I feel like, by both people. Okay. Like I told you, the new person is watching you because they're trying to figure out, like, I guess the best way to approach you. But when it comes to the other person, it's all about control. They want your attention back, and they want to be able to control you. Okay. Because there's the devil. It's Capricorn energy. And of course it's talking about obsession. This, the twin is obsessed with you. I feel like when it has to do with the new person, it's talking about the amount of passion between the both of you, that there's a lot of passion on both sides of the connection. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Knight of Cups. Ooh, hold on. Ooh. Okay. So you're sitting in passive aggressive energy here. Okay. This is about you hiding your anger, avoiding direct or clear communication. You may need to work on your throat chakra. Okay, Sagittarius, because you got to start being truthful, not only with yourself, but with everybody else about how you feel. Okay. Like I said, I know you went through a lot when it came to this person, when it came to this twin, but when the time comes, you need to unload on them and let them know exactly how they made you feel, because what happened to you, you didn't deserve it, but it was a test. It was a lesson that you needed to learn. And so this is about forgiving and letting things go. Okay. When it comes to the twin, okay, we know it's deception. We know they wear this mask, okay? And they're going to be coming, wanting to take it off and wanting to tell you the truth. But for right now, they're numbing themselves with the toxic addiction card, okay? So they're drinking it, drugging it, sleeping with it, whatever it is they're doing to numb themselves so that they, they can keep those feelings shoved down and not come and tell you how they really feel. Okay, then we've got pictures. So looking at pictures, okay, this person, the twin, I feel like is missing you. This is about nostalgia. They think a lot about what has happened between the two of you. And then we've got at the bottom, make new memories. I feel like that's representing the new person. You're going to have somebody come into your life and the two of you are going to make new memories, okay? All right, the card that we have for you showing up, you got the same thing as Scorpio. So if you've got Scorpio placements, you may want to check out the Scorpio reading. But anyway, this Ace of Cups can talk about a new relationship. It can also talk about a rekindled romance. Okay. Even if it's somebody coming back from your past, they could be showing up in new energy. Remember that. Okay. With the Ace of Cups, the number one thing I feel like it's talking about, though, is self love, about you putting yourself and your needs first above everybody. Okay. Because if you don't fill your cup up, if it's not overflowing, then you can't give to other people. And if you're not filling your cup up, you can't expect other people to love you too. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, this for you is about boundaries, setting boundaries, telling people where they, how far they can go, what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up with, because I feel like for a lot of you, that's why you're sitting in this passive energy, because you're not instituting those boundaries like you should. You like I said, in this situation, okay, in this era that we're going through right now, this awakening you're going through, you can't be afraid to make other people upset. Because think about it. Think about all the people who done walked all over you and done all kind of BS to you, treated you like a punching bag. Hopefully not literally, but breadcrumbed you and ghosted you and done all this stuff. They didn't give a fuck about how you felt. So I'm not telling you to be, a bitch on wheels. I'm not telling you to do that, or MF on wheels. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you is that not to be afraid to stand up. It's gonna be people you gonna step on their toes and they gonna have a problem with it. But hey, they didn't have a problem with doing what they did to you. So you got to think about it like that. This is about you loving you and not allowing anybody to shit on you. Okay? Because once you start to do that, then you gonna really see who is for Sagittarius and who's not. Okay? All right. Okay, yeah, we got teddy bear. Okay, okay. Boom, chicken, wow, I hear you. That's Jarius. Here we go. So you got somebody interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. So this is a new person showing up. That's why Spirit is telling you that self-love is important, because the way that you love yourself, this is how that person is going to love you. So you want to pour the love into Sagittarius as much as you possibly can. Every chance you get, tell yourself how much you love yourself. It should become second nature, okay? Because me, when I'm doing idle things and I think about my mind chatter, when I come to the present and think about my mind chatter, I'm telling myself I love myself. So you got to get to that point. Like I said, it took me a long time to get to that point. And so Spirit is telling you that this is going to be the new foundation that everything is going to be built on, is that self-love, that love you have for yourself. Okay. All right. So the second card, this represents the other side of the other side of the aisle, the other person. Okay. I feel like this is talking about both people, the new person and the old person. Okay. We got to talk about the old in order to get to the new. So with the Six of Pentacles, for the old person, the twin, this is talking about how they breadcrumbed you, right? Because usually in this card, the person that's standing up is given to two people. Okay. So this is talking about the twin treating you like an option, like one of many, and you didn't deserve that. Okay. But it's all has to do with how you love yourself and how you treat yourself. So with the Six of Pentacles, this is also talking about the new person coming in, but they're going to be all different. They're only going to want to give to you. They don't see the second person. There is no second person. There's just you and them. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so you and the twin are in separation. For a lot of you, you and the new person are in separation as well. This balance card is talking about the twin saying this is what they need in their life, and with the new person, they're telling you that the new person is going to come in already balanced. Okay, so this is talking about the new person being interested. The two of you are waiting, them awaiting your messages, you awaiting theirs. A lot of text calls, emails, talking more. Okay, for a lot of you, you and this person may spend a lot of time on the phone, you know, talking into the wee hours of the morning, you know, trying to get to know each other, okay? Because you're that invested in each other off the bat, okay, off rip. So you got somebody coming in that I feel like you're going to be very intrigued by, okay? So when it comes to the energy between the both of you, we got the Queen of Swords showing up here. Okay, this is a air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This Queen of Swords energy, I feel like both you and the new person sit in this energy, because remember, the new person has been dragged too. They've been taken advantage of, had people, you know, mistreat them as well, just like you have been. So like I said, the both of you are going to have a meeting of the minds over this. I feel like you're going to have a lot of discussion about it. Okay. And so it's just going to be a thing where you may be, what do they call it? Tiptoeing in the beginning, maybe a little bit around each other, because you've both been hurt. But the more you heal yourself, the more open you're going to be able to be. And I feel like the more, the easier and the quicker you're going to be able to come together with your person, because this person will have healed themselves by the time y'all come together. And so that's why it will behoove you to do the same thing, so that you're both starting off on a level playing field. Okay. All right. Okay, so for you, we've got the warrior card. Okay, this is about you stepping into your energy. This is like, you know, the goddess empress energy, right? Sitting in this energy, knowing that, you know, nobody's going to disturb your peace. You're going to do whatever you got to do, and it's including chopping their asses with that sword if somebody tries to steal your peace now. Because I feel like you realize the love you have for yourself, and that peace of mind is priceless. You can't put a price tag on it, and you got to protect it at all costs. Okay, so when it comes to your person, we got a confession coming in. I feel like on both, with both the twin and the new person. When the new person comes forward and confesses, and you decide you want to be with this new person, that's when the old person's gonna come in, and they're gonna want to tell you all kinds of stuff. But like I said, one is the truth and one is a lie. Okay, because the twin is only gonna show you what they think you want to hear, or what they think you want to see, so that you will come back under their control and allow them to come in and out of your life whatever way they want to. This is about them. It's about their agenda, about them putting themselves first. Okay, because they got a lot of outdated thinking. They haven't healed themselves. Okay, this is about them replaying things over and over again. And I feel like they're trying to condition you into, you know, like grooming you. You know how I always talk about the pimp and the prostitute, not calling you a prostitute or anybody else a pimp, but it's that type of energy, like that mind control, you know, manipulation. And I feel like that's what this person is all about. Okay. And so the confession for the new person, like I said, they're going to come forward and tell you how they feel. Like I said, you will never be in the dark about this person. They're always going to let you know how they feel without you even having to ask. Okay. So you may be finding out new things about this twin. Okay. New things that, you know, new things that they lied to you about, or, you know, new things that are going on with them or whatever. But this dragonfly energy is about you, you know, being very lighthearted and adapting to what is going on in these situations. And you may be seeing dragonflies. They may be significant to you. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to the outcome, we've got two cards that fell. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius. So this is Spirit saying, you standing in your you know, your bad bitch energy or your bad dude energy, right? And you are going to come together with someone. It's going to be a meeting of the mind, somebody where you have a strong connection, mutual attraction for each other, and it's going to be heady. It's going to be a beautiful thing between the two of you. But in order for you to get this, you got to stand in this energy, is what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Excuse me. Okay, for you to get into that energy, this is about balance, about you balancing yourself out, both sides of your personality, the dark and light sides of your personality. And it's also about, you know, you balancing out the emotional and the mental. Okay, because it's a time and place for both. Okay, yeah, because this is talking about the twin. ending up at a crossroads. I feel like you're going to be at a crossroads too, because you got to make a choice between the old and the new. Okay. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to choose the new, because the old, not because of this, but the old is going through a lot of hardship. Okay. This is their karma. They pushing up the hill. Okay. It's kind of like, is it Sisyphus? I think it is Sisyphus that had to push the boulder up. I don't remember. This is mythology. Long, I don't know. It's Greek. I think it was Greek mythology, but it's old, back in the day when I was young. So I don't even remember all of the names and everything. But I remember this because I think Prometheus was the one with the bird, where the bird would come and eat his liver out or something, and then it would grow back or something. I don't know. Oh, it could be Prometheus that had to push the rock. I don't know. Y'all could tell me in the comments what it was. But anyway, this is what the twin is going through, and it was well deserved. Okay, because they dragged you, mistreated you, abused you. They've done this to a lot of different people. So it's not just the karma for you that they're reaping. It's the karma that they, it's like the bridge has collapsed. They've done this stuff so many times until they overloaded the bridge and it fell apart, and now they got to pay the price for it. Okay. All right. Then we've got Sword and Rose showing up here. It's talking about clarity and truth. Okay. There are going to be some things revealed. I feel like feelings revealed. This twin is going to come back and try to tell you stuff, but they're not going to tell you everything. They're not going to tell you the whole truth. They're going to try to tell you just enough to pull you back in. That's what it is. Just enough to keep you stuck. Just enough to make you think that they're going to put down, them third parties they got going on, okay, or them people they dealing with in the streets, and make you think that they're going to come and just be only with you. But like I said, all of this is a front. They're just telling you this to get you to go lay down in the bed, okay, and for them to get whatever attention they can get from you, whatever it is they can get from you, because that's all they're wanting, is the control and the attention and the sex. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get some messages from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. So it says, severing ties. This situation may require emotionally and physically cutting ties. Okay, it's with the twin, and we're talking about ethereal cords, not the soul contract cords. Remember, those are two different things. The soul contract cords can only be cut on the other side, only be cut by Spirit. Okay, these ties they're talking about are the ethereal ones, and the ones where I told you about. There's a video that I posted, I think it was last week, talking about, for some of you, this person may be siphoning your energy, the twin, because they feel you moving away and they're starting to panic. They may be trying to siphon your energy at night. You may be waking up tired and exhausted. It could be a thing where you're having weird, funky dreams. Like I said, you can tell when your twin is in your energy. So Spirit is telling you, when you wake up in the morning, to cut the cords, and then surround yourself with white light. And then before you go to bed, surround yourself with white light and let Spirit know, you don't want that person having any contact with you whatsoever. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to the messages. We're going to let Crazy tell you what they got to tell you first. And then we'll hit messages from the new person. Okay. All right, here we go. See what I'm telling you? What did I just tell you? What did I just tell you? It says, I am seeing someone, but I am not ready for you to know about them yet. See what I'm telling you? And for some of you, it's more than one someone. It's several someones, because this person don't have what is the word? They're not devoted to anybody. They devoted to themselves. That's it. They don't have no loyalty for nobody. Like they be talking about these girls ain't loyal. Some of these men ain't loyal neither. Okay. Then we've got, I smile on the outside, but I'm dying on the inside. So like I said, what is happening to this person? Like I said, you may see them on a regular basis, Sagittarius, and they maybe walking around like it's so beautiful. It's just that they having the best time of their lives. But this person is really catching hell. Okay. Then we've got, I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. All right. Self-explanatory. And then now we're going to get some messages from the new person. This far, Spirit? Okay. Look, this is what fell out. Spirit is saying is this card. Okay. Spirit says, need you. You are so nurturing, magnetic, passionate, a nurturing, magnetic, passionate queen or king in my life. Your light shines bright and guides me in my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable with you in my presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy even more now. Okay, this is from the new person. Okay, let's get some more messages from them. So we've got, I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. So like I said, it may have been someone that gave up on love, because like I told you, they went through it just like you did. They've been through the ringer just like you have. Okay. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. So this person thinks about you a lot throughout the day. Okay. I want to make you mine. All right. So like I told you, for a lot of you, this person is watching you. They see you. They want to be with you. This is, this is serious to them. Okay. It's a committed connection to them. This is not just dating and having fun. Okay. And then you're everything I want and need. Okay. Now we're going to get some Hollywood Black Oracle or Black Hollywood Stars Oracle cards before I let you go. Okay, so we've got main attraction. It says someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. You are the center of attention. So I feel like it's both the twin and this new person. Because remember, I told you the new person watches you as well. Like I said, in order to try to learn more about you. Then we've got magnetic souls. Your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. This is how I feel it's going to be with you and the soulmate. Like I said, when you see them, I feel like you're going to know who this person is, because everybody, that happened with me, and then with other people that I've read about in the comments, what they've told me, it was the same thing for them too. They said when they saw their person the first time, they knew it was them. Okay, so it's soul recognition. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and new love in your love life, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Sagittarius, hold on. We're going to talk about it. Okay, here we go. Ooh, overall energy for this week's reading, Sagittarius, is the devil. So this is Capricorn energy. It is talking about, it can talk about obsession. It can speak of a passionate connection. It can also speak of like addictions, things like that. We're going to clarify to see what this is, okay? Underneath this, we have the Ten of Swords, which talks about an ending. It can also speak of like betrayal, all right? Like cheating, third party, that type of thing with the Ten of Swords. It's like a lot of nasty stuff, okay? Underneath this, we have the Seven of Cups, which can talk about options. I feel like you do have a lot of options. You may not want to exercise them at this time because, if this is you sitting in this Ten of Swords energy, but it could be the twin showing up in the reading, but I'm going to clarify and see what it is, okay? But underneath this, we have the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it is talking about a small love offer that comes in that's very long-term, stable, and committed, okay? All right, let's start by clarifying this devil because I want to know why this is here too. The devil, please. Okay, the devil. Hold on. Devil. Okay, here we go. We got a lot to unpack. So, to clarify this devil on your side of things, we've got the separation card showing up here. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about, just things not working out the way you want them to. I feel like you're wanting to be with this new person, yesterday, and you're ready to have left this twin behind. I feel like a lot of you already have, but I feel like the separation, the time, not apart from the twin, but I think you feel like enough time has passed between you leaving the twin, and you feel like you're ready now to be in the connection with the new person, but you feel like nothing's happening. Okay, you are trying to manifest it, trying to make it happen, because you want to be happy, you want to be on cloud nine. But what spirit is saying here is that at the bottom of this deck, this is your clarification deck, they're saying that divine timing is at play. So everything's going to happen not when you're ready, Sagittarius, but when spirit is ready to bring it into your life, when they feel that you're ready. Okay. Okay. We got the suppression card coming here. This could be your new person, but I feel like it's talking about your twin. Okay. So it's talking about them bottling up their emotions, so on and so forth. Let me say this. I'm not asking questions about the twin, but there may be some of you that may be watching this video that are still inquiring about the twin, or you're in the process of leaving the connection with the twin. So there are things that these people need to know. So I'm gonna read the cards for the twin, but I'm just letting you know this is supposed to be a new love reading. Okay. So whatever spirit gives me, we're gonna talk about it. So I'm just letting you know. All right. So like I said, this person is bottling up their emotions, not allowing themselves to think or feel things. All right. They're sitting in some nasty fucking energy. All right. Then we got the planning card here. I feel like this represents the soulmate. So the soulmate is, figuring out how to come in order to sweep you off your feet when the time comes. But like I said, they are subject to the divine timing thing, just like you are, because this is a destined connection. It's being worked out by spirit. There really isn't anything you can do to push it along. The only thing you can do is prepare yourself by doing your healing, doing what you need to do to prepare for the person to come in. Okay. Okay. First card we're going to take a look at represents your goals and desires in the relationship. Okay. All right. So what we've got is the the judgment card, excuse me. You're wanting a second chance in love. I feel like you're tired of shit blowing up in your face. All right. And you're ready for things to change. Okay. I feel like, you've been in and out, up and down, round and round when it comes to love. And you're just sick of it with this judgment card. And you're like, is somebody going to come in and be right and treat me right? Or are we going to keep, going around on this merry-go-round forever? Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, because you walked away from this situation, with this twin. This is, you chose yourself. You walked away the last time out of respect. And this is about you knowing your value and your self-worth. Okay. And it's because of that you are going to receive this reward of a second chance with the judgment card. Okay. All right. When it comes to this new person, the energy that they're sitting in right now, we've got the 9 of Wands. So this person is going through it just like you. They have been through a tumultuous relationship just like you just have with this twin. And I feel like they're trying to get themselves together too. They had somebody that dragged them like you got dragged, that, didn't see their value, that took them for granted. And they're trying to, heal from it for in time for the two of you to come together. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, there's the soulmate card. So spirit is telling you this person is coming in, but they're trying to get themselves to this point to where they feel complete, and they're ready and able to love you unconditionally with no limitations. Okay. All right. The next card we're going to take a look at represents where you are right now in this relationship. So we've got the 3 of Swords. Okay. It's talking about third party. It can also speak of, heartbreak, breakup, separation. Okay. You feel betrayed. I feel like when it just comes to just love in general, I know you feel betrayed by what happened from the twin, but I feel like you just feel betrayed, period, across the board. That none of the relationships you've ever been in, Sagittarius, has ever come to fruition or worked out the way that you've wanted them to work out. And I just feel like you've had it. It's you're not up to here. You up to here is what I feel like. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So yeah, you got a lot of desire. Okay. You really want to be in a relationship. You're ready to spread your wings and be able to be open and be relaxed. And I feel like you don't feel like you can let your hair down. I feel like you're like this all the time when it comes to relationships. And you know, like when you're around people, you feel like you can't, relationship wise, you feel like you can't relax. Like you waiting on them to stab you in the damn back. Cause we got this, you know, we got this 10 of swords here, right? Look how many damn times you've been stabbed in the back, Sagittarius. And I feel like the fact that these swords are not sticking out of this person and they're laying down like this, I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to heal from it. So you've taken them out of your back. But I still feel like, you know, it's like once bitten, twice shy. I feel like you are jaded, and rightfully so, because of what happened. You know, everybody gets in that energy and feels that way, especially when they've been through something particularly harrowing like this connection was. Because like I said, this person set out to just do whatever the hell they wanted to do, and they didn't care how you ended up feeling at the end of the day. Okay. And so then we've got the intuition card that fell as well. And I feel like this spirit just saying, listen to your intuition. You are being guided to what it is you want. I feel like spirit is going to answer your prayers and give you what it is that you are trying to manifest, okay, which is the love of your life, a true love, someone who's gonna take care of you, take care of your heart, and not stomp all over you. Okay. So when it comes to your person, okay, they're trying to move forward with the Six of Swords. All right. This is where they are in the relationship right now. They're trying to move forward. You know, they've been through a battle. Look at there. Look at that there in the background, and all all this stuff on fire here. The swords are on fire, and they're like trying to move out of the rough waters, out of a tumultuous time into calmer waters so that they can prepare for this connection. That could be what the holdup is. You know, if you feel like you've done your healing and you're ready to let this person in, but see, like you showing up as a Three of Swords, Sagittarius. So I don't feel like all of you are ready to let this person in. I feel like I'm feeling bitterness. That's what I feel in this energy. Like there's bitterness, and I'm not saying you're wrong to feel that. I'm not in no way putting you down. I'm in no way defending what this person did, because what they did, you know, look, I always do this. To me, this is where the old, because it's the old, this is where the old person is, and this is where the new person is. So when I do that, that's why I do it. But anyway, I feel like you've been through it with this stuff, and you have every right to feel the way you feel, because it sucks to have somebody, to open yourself up to somebody and have them walk all over you. It fucking sucks. Okay? You know I'm here with you on this, because I got Sagittarius in my damn chart too. I'm a Sagittarius Venus. So I get it. You want somebody so bad. See, I'm in the damn energy, and I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry about this situation. You know, you want to be with somebody so badly, and it just sucks to just have people just keep walking all over you and keep mistreating you. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I swear I did not plan on coming to read for y'all and crying on camera. But it's the energy. I'm swept up in the energy. So, but it makes me sad. It makes me sad how many people go through so much stuff and get mistreated by other people who just don't give a shit, you know? So I know how you feel. I know why you're sitting in the three of swords energy, okay? My heart goes out to you. You crying, I'm crying with you, okay? But you have to find a way to move past this, Sagittarius. You can't let it drag you down, okay? You can't let this drag you down. You can't let it do it to you, all right? This was a learning experience. It was supposed to happen the way it was supposed to happen. That's why the healing is so important. That's why the healing is so crucial, because we're trying to stop this from happening again. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, if you don't do your healing, it is not above, spirit is not above using your new person to trigger you until you do it. So that's why I keep harping on y'all doing the healing. It is so important for you to remove your triggers so that nobody can use these things as weapons against you anymore. Okay? All right. So, like I said, with the Six of Swords, your person is getting out of some stuff. This is what could be holding the situation up as well. I feel like both of you are in the same place. You know, you may be feeling bitter. You're tired of all this mess. Like I told you, this person had gotten to a point before they saw you where they didn't believe in love anymore the way that they used to, okay, because of what happened in this last connection with this other person, okay. But this person is making moves and pushing themselves forward to come towards you because they know that you're the one. They really and truly believe that you're the one. So you got to think about that, okay? And think about the fact that you have somebody that's going through hell, literally, trying to come your way to be with you. And you know, if that don't spur you on to make you wanna heal yourself and move forward, I don't know what will. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, this person, I feel like, you know, they understand that when you're healing and stuff like that, it's about needing to get out of your comfort zone. So that's what this person is doing. Because look at this. The Six of Swords is normally a calm card. It doesn't look like this, like somebody is going through a literal fucking battle to try to put themselves back together to prepare for a relationship. So this person is getting way out of their comfort zone because they know that a connection with you and them would be very abundant. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next card we're going to take a look at is what your obstacle is. So we got the Five of Wands. It's inner and outer conflict. I feel like, you know, you may go back and forth in your head, in your mind. You know, you may be, you could even have conflict. Some of you could still be arguing with your twin. It could be situations where there are other people from the past that you dealt with where things are not, you know, copacetic, things are not good. And you're trying to overcome all these things. I feel like just like your person is, just like the soulmate is, so that the two of you can be together. So whatever this conflict is with the Five of Wands, I feel like you know what it is. It could also represent like people coming in and wanting to compete for you. But I feel like for you right now, this is you. This is what's going on mentally and what may be going on in your environment. Let's clarify. Yeah, see, y'all gonna make me cry again. So you got the invisible card. So it's just talking about, you know, you feeling the need to be seen. You feel worthless and flawed. You know, you want to feel valued, and you're always trying to prove your worth. Excuse me. I don't know. Today, I guess it's just one of those days. But I understand what it is to feel like this because I used to get this card too. This is something that I work on as well, and I feel like this is what has been happening to you, and you just are screaming at the universe, and you want it to stop. You're tired of people trampling all over you, making you feel like shit, and just doing all kinds of crazy stuff because you don't deserve it, you know? But like I said, you have to heal. That is what is causing these people to show up like this. I'm not saying that the things that they're doing and stuff like that, I'm not saying that they're right at all, but I'm just saying this world is a mirror, and you have to, excuse me, you have to look at what's happening and ask yourself, you know, what would I have to believe in order for certain things to happen? So you need to do that. And when you get your answer, then you know what it is that you have to go and target, and you have to heal. Because I had somebody in the comments today that was saying that they were in a long-term marriage and they were trying to heal themselves. They've been trying to work on it for like 5 years, and they were saying that it wasn't, they by listening to my readings, they're realizing that whatever it was they were working on, there's some other things that they need to look at as well. And so they were saying that they needed help to figure out what to do. So I'm wanting to put together some kind of class or some kind of course or something where those of you who need help, you don't understand what it is you need to do, you know, where we can all come together and do it. If you're interested in it, you know, leave me some, you can shoot me an email to my email address. It is in the description box below, or you can leave a comment in the comment section and let me know you're interested. Like I said, I'm going to create a questionnaire and send y'all a questionnaire to figure out exactly what it is you want. We'll figure out some type of price point, and then, you know, we'll come together, and I'll even do it live if y'all want to do it live. So let me know what you want to do, Sagittarius, okay? Because I hate to see stuff like this. I hate to see the Three of Swords coming up and that type of stuff. You know, I want this channel to be something where you able to come in and heal your issues, because this is not for me. For me, this is not just about me telling you what's going on in your life. It's about us coming up with solutions together and working through this so you can move on to other things and not be here 10, 15, 20 years later still reading about the same thing because you didn't know what you needed to do in order to get yourself together. So if you're interested in that, like I said, either shoot me an email in the email address in the description box, or send me a write a comment, okay? And then like I said, I'll get the questionnaire going, and then we'll figure something out, okay? All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents your person, what their obstacle is. So we've got the Six of Cups coming up, okay? This talks about, you know, this being a lifetime. Oh my God, this is talking about a past relationship. Again, the soulmate card. Let me clarify and see why Spirit is showing us the Six of Cups. Okay, so when it comes to your new person, like I said, they going through it just like you're going through it. Remember, the two of you mirror. So if you're going through a hard time, 9 times out of 10, they're going through a hard time as well. So they're overloaded by everything that's happening. And I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with you. Okay. I feel like they are excited and wanting to come into this, you know, relationship with you, and for the two of you to be together, but they've got to work out things first and prepare themselves just like you do. Okay. So they are trying to detach themselves from the situations that they're dealing with right now, and just allowing the two of you to come together organically, and to not, because they're wanting to come towards you just as much as you're wanting to come towards them. Okay. But sometimes you got to go through hell to get to heaven. And I feel like in this situation, that is what is going on. Okay. So this person is, you know, in the thick of the mess, just like you are, only it's, you know, it's on their side. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to get some messages from Spirit. Then we'll get some messages from the new person. And then I'll get a Romance Angel Oracle card before I let you go. I'm so sorry that I'm just boohooing with y'all today. But those cards, they just make me sad, you know, because I don't look at y'all as like just numbers. To me, you are people. You know, you mean a lot to me that you come here every week and you listen to what Spirit has to say to you. You know, it means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me because this channel for me is about helping y'all, okay? Because and then in helping y'all, it also helps me, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, so we've got, oh gosh. Okay, the twin flame card, it says this is a divine counterpart connection. You know, you know they gotta stick their head in any kind of way they can. I'm gonna get you another card since that card can't. Oh gosh, hold on, let me get another one. All of the cards that keep coming out talking about the twin flame. Hold on. Let me see if I can get another one. Okay, here we go. Okay. The other two cards that came out about the twin flame, I'm just going to flash them real quick. We're going to talk about them real quick, and we're going to move on. So it says obsession. Somebody's gripped by obsessive thoughts. Unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Okay, so this is so you know. Those of you, the new people that have come here, this is the first time you've seen this. This twin flame does not mean you any good. This person just wants to have you in a holding pattern so they can come in and out of your life as they please. They're not trying to offer you anything long-term or stable. This person wants to hit it and quit it, or get attention from you, or control you. It's those things. It has nothing to do with love and all this type of stuff. The new person, the soulmate, that's the one who has your best interest at heart. Okay. All right. That's the one who's going through hell and high water in order to get to you. Okay. So see, here's another one for the twin flame. This connection is passionate but not enduring. It's somebody here that needs to hear this, okay? This twin flame, like I just told you, it's all about sex, right? Strictly sexual. So that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. This person may be trying to feed you a line and tell you, you know, draw you pictures, like it's rainbows and puppy dogs and unicorns, but it's not. Okay, they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes so they can come in and manipulate you. That's all it's about. Okay, so we've got abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. All right, and mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Okay, so like I said, this was for you to learn what you deserve, that you are not invisible. Okay, that's why I'm going to hold it up upside down. You are not invisible, Sagittarius. You may feel like this sometimes, but this is something that you got to look at. You have to go back and heal, because it's something that happened to you in the past with with your parents, or in school, or with friends. There is something that has happened, okay, that has become a recurring pattern for you, and this is something that you gotta work on. Okay, all right. Let's get some messages. Let me. I'm not even going to mess with that deck because I don't want the twin jumping out. I just don't feel. I know y'all ain't in the mood for that today, and neither am I. Okay. So we've got, you're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. Okay. So this new person dreams of you a lot. Okay. I feel like you're the first thing. What's that? Oh God, what's the song? It was just in my head. Hold on, it's gonna come back. Okay, so what is that word? The song, yeah, all I've ever wanted, all I've ever needed is you in my arms. That's the song that I hear in my head. So this person, I feel like you're the first thought when they wake up in the morning, the last thought they think of at night. I feel like you are what is helping this person to get through the hell they're going through in order to get to you. Okay. Okay. Then we've got, I just want to hear your voice. Okay. Then we've got, no one understands me like you do. That's what I feel like this connection is going to be like. You won't have to explain things to them. They won't have to explain things to you. The two of you will just get each other. You'll just understand each other. Okay. All right. Oh, let me get one of these other cards, because I was going to use this other deck, but the twin been coming out of that deck, so I don't want to use it. I even tried to take the twin flame cards out of the deck so the twin won't say nothing, and they still keep doing it. So hold on. Let me try this one. Let's see this one. Okay, here we go. It says, message of love. I am thinking about you, my love, even though you think I'm not. I miss you every day and night. I'm curious to know what you've been doing, how your days go by without me. Sometimes I wonder, do you even think of me? I'm feeling the urge to reach out to you, my love. I will, and I promise. Okay. Okay. So let me get these last messages here. But you got to hang in there, Sagittarius. Don't let this break you down. Okay. You can do this. Okay. So your person is telling you, the soulmate is telling you, you bring out the best in them. All right. I feel like I've told you this before, you have an effect on this person that other people don't have on this person. I feel like you're able to kind of quote unquote tame this person in a way that other people can't do it. And I don't mean it as in they're like some type of wild person, but I feel like if like they get angry or they get upset, or something's going on and nobody can get through to them, I feel like you're the only person who can at certain times. Okay. And vice versa. Then we've got wow. So this is what real love feels like. Okay. So like I told you, I feel like this person, you brought back this person's belief in love again. Your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. And then we've got, you inspire me so much. You are my muse. Okay. So you are this person's inspiration. I feel like you are what helps this person get through their hard times. Okay. Because they know that sooner or later, the two of you are going to come together and have, the type of relationship they've always wanted as well. Because exactly what it is you're wanting out of a connection, this person wants it as well. Okay. All right. So let's get a romance angel oracle card, and then I'll let you go. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got getting to know each other. It says as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so like I said, there's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of getting to know each other. I feel like you're going to open up to this person in a way that you've never opened up to anyone else before. I feel like you're going to tell this person things that you've never told anybody, and vice versa. Okay. And then look at the bottom of the deck. Spirit is telling you to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So releasing your ex is not just a thing of whether you're holding on to this person or not. It has to do with the triggers as well. So whatever ways this person triggers you, like I told you before, I've told you in past readings, this is not the first time you've been triggered by somebody with what happened with them. These things stem back from early childhood for a lot of you. So you got to figure out what those things are and start to work on them. And like I said, if you're interested in us doing some type of group thing, I'm down for it. Just let me know. Just let me know it, like I said, in the comments, or send me an email. Okay. All right. I hope this helped. Let me tell you this, Sagittarius, you can do this. It may seem like, you're having a hard time. You may feel like your heart is broken. You're never going to get over this. You're never going to be able to open yourself up to someone else again. But I'm telling you, if you work on it, if you refuse to give up, if you forgive this person, because you're going to have to forgive this person. And like I said, it's not you condoning what they did or saying what they did was right. It's about you clearing out your energy and the residue of the crap that they left when they broke your heart, so that you don't bring this out of somebody else. Because I'm telling you, that is how this world works. Whatever your triggers are and the things like that, if you don't heal these things, when this new person comes in, I'm telling you, I told you, spirit will use this person to show you the things that you need to heal. And you don't want to go from one tumultuous relationship into another. You don't want to be into something where, you button heads with somebody when you don't have to. Okay. So that's what this is about. Okay. But you can do this, Sagittarius. I know you can. All right. Okay. So I hope this helps, Sagittarius. Please forgive me for crying. It just came out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day or good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your new person, okay, in your love life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below, okay? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a reading for you, and then we're going to pull one for the new person, okay? All right, here we go. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and clarify. Let's do that. Okay, overall energy for this week's, or this is the month, this is your reading for the month of October, but it is timeless. So whenever you see this, this is what you're meant to see. Okay. It just came out, just happened to come out in October. Okay. So the Six of Cups is the overall energy. So this is talking about a past life connection with this person, a past life, not this life. Okay. This is somebody new. All right. So this is talking about the return of people or romances from your past, but it's the past life. Okay. This could also speak of like nostalgia. You could be thinking a lot about the past, like your past love life and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Underneath this, we got another six, the Six of Pentacles. So this is going to be somebody, Spirit is saying the good that you do comes back to you. So this is going to be somebody, this new person, that there's equal give and take. They're going to give you what you give them. All right. It's going to be an equal relationship, equal love. The attraction between the two of you are going to be equal. It's going to be like a meeting of the minds, all that type of thing. It's not going to be something where you're giving it all to them and they're, running away. It's not going to be that type of connection. Okay. There's going to be balance between the two of you with the King of Cups. This is Cancerian energy for me. but it could, could also talk about, you having a water placement or your person having a water placement, Scorpio or Pisces too. So this is somebody trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. Okay. So they're moving slowly because they are cautious. This person has been in a connection where, or it could be several, it could be more than one, where they were devalued, they were mistreated, they were done wrong, just like you were. So it may not have been a twin flame connection, but it was a connection where the treatment was similar to the way you were treated. Okay, so the two of you will understand each other. But this is talking about a solid romantic relationship between the two of you. Okay, it's going to be, like I said, somebody that you can completely trust. Okay, you can let your hair down, you can relax. You and this person will have a lot of long, deep talks. Okay, you'll be able to tell this person whatever you want to tell them and not have to worry about them judging you. This is someone, like I said, you can open up completely to them. They're going to open up completely to you as well. And you will see that you and this person have a lot in common. You mirror each other a lot. Okay. Okay. The next card is the release card here. This is number 13. Number 13. It is equivalent to the you know what card, the I'm going to say parish card because you can't say the D word for some reason. Okay. So this is talking about endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, and a spiritual transformation. This is what's happening to you. You're letting go of the old and bringing in the new. And, you're going through the transformation you need to become the person you need to be to allow the new person in. Okay. All right. So yeah. So you're letting go of this being left out in the cold. You know, if you've been having financial issues, I feel like those are going to turn around. But you are not alone is what Spirit is saying with this Five of Pentacles. Okay, you have a spiritual team around you that loves you. And then look at the lady, she has an angel behind her. Okay, all right. Let me say this new person has a lot of options. They can be with whoever they want to be. I've told you this before, but they're choosing you. You are the person, you are the one for them. You are, the love of this person's life. All right, so I'm just telling you this so you can prepare. There will be people coming at this person. All right. Even when the two of you are together, there will be people trying to insert themselves between the two of you. Okay. So this is just a heads up to you. All right. But this person does not want to be with those people. They are not going to entertain those people. But you need to know that, somebody, there are going to be people trying to do that. Because this person, like I said, they're a big daddy. They have big D energy. This is somebody that could be a CEO. This person can be someone who, they own their own business. They have a lot of different things that they do. Okay. They may do, have their own business and then do something else on the side, or have two different businesses or three different businesses, something like that. They have several different streams of income. Okay. And this is somebody who is very goal oriented. Okay, they're very ambitious. They have things that they set out in their mind to do, and this is someone who takes a lot of action and they do what they need to do. Okay, all right. So to clarify, the Six of Cups, which is what was the clarification card, we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. So this is about looking at things from a new perspective, both of you, because both of you have been through stuff. Okay, you've both been dragged by other people, devalued, mistreated, abused, that type of thing. Hopefully not physical for anybody. But with this Hangman card, it is about, looking at the situation differently so you can let go of things that you've been hanging on to that have been holding you back. Okay. All right. So the card we have for you is recognition. Spirit is telling you to be proud of yourself, Sagittarius. Okay, you've been doing the work. When I see this card, that Spirit giving me clarification that you're doing what they're recommending that you do. So pat yourself on the back, because that's a beautiful thing. That means you're you really love yourself and you're caring for yourself and you're taking care of yourself, because you have rewards on the way. Okay, all right. And then for your person, we've got the karmic family card. So there's somebody in your person's family, okay, that they have a lot of trouble with. Okay, and they're having to work things out with this person. All right, it's going to be different for all of you, because it's a whole collective of you I'm reading for, and this is the new person. So they have issues that they have to deal with and things they have to deal with, just like you do. All right, just because, like I said, I always say this, just because they're perfect for you doesn't mean they're a perfect person. They have lessons to learn, and things to deal with just like you do. Okay. All right. So this first card here is going to represent the main theme for this month, and it is the Three of Wands. So this is about you planning for the long term, waiting for your ships to come in. But I feel like a lot of you, this card always makes me laugh because I feel like a lot of you are just like, fuck this. I'm tired of waiting on this motherfucker. So I'm going to turn around. I'm just going to walk away. And whenever they get here, they just get here. And I get it. I get it, Sagittarius, because I feel like that too, because I'm like, the waiting can sometimes be detrimental. It can mess with your peace of mind. So there is nothing wrong with you saying, hey, I see you when I see you. There's nothing wrong with that, because Spirit is asking that you, or recommending that you put the focus on yourself and on your life and put yourself first anyway. And this is being divinely guided, divinely timed. So it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. And you watching, I don't think it's going to make it happen any quicker. But you notice the minute she turns her back, look at the ship. Look how big that damn ship is. It's about to come in. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so we've got lesson. It says valuable soul lessons needed to make yourself whole again. This is what you're going through. This is what you're healing, because you got some karma that had to be cleared up. Okay, that's why you went through what you went through with this twin. Okay, there were lessons and karma that had to be learned and to be dealt with. Let me get one more card. Okay. All right. So the passive card is coming out here. Okay. Somebody's hiding their anger. They're angry about what happened. Or you could be angry because you're waiting for this person to show up and they haven't shown up yet. Okay. So if this is you showing up like this, okay, you got to understand this person is not playing with you or trying to hold themselves back or do the shit to you that this other person did to you. Because remember, they went through something similar. They just went through something similar with somebody else. So they got to heal themselves just like you got to heal yourself. And you're still going through healing. Okay. So this is not the time for you to be getting angry. For some of you, you could still be angry at this twin. For others of you, this could be talking about the new person because they haven't shown up yet. For others of you, this could be both. Okay. But whatever this is, you got to clear this anger out, because this is not helping anything. Okay. And you don't want to start off with this new person coming in and you pissed off at them and you saying little shit and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Okay. The next card we're going to take a look at represents past influences affecting this month. So we got the Three of Pentacles here. This is about you doing what you love. I feel like a lot of you are focused on this or starting to focus on it. If you're not focusing on it, this is what Spirit is telling you should take up, besides you healing and loving on yourself. This is the other thing that needs to be prominent in your life or needs to be prioritized in your life, your career. Okay. You focusing on doing what you love, because that's what's going to help to bring this person in quicker, because you're focusing on yourself and loving on yourself. Okay. So it's about recognition for the highest quality of work. So some of you are working on something. Okay. You started it a while ago and it's about to blow up in a good way. Okay. So there is money coming. Okay. From whatever this is you're pursuing. So for those of you who haven't started to do this yet, it will behoove you to do it, because there is money coming to those who are working on this. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the spirituality card. Okay, for some of you, the work you do could be spiritual. You could read cards. You could be somebody that you could be some type of spiritual counselor. You could be some shaman, is what I'm getting. Also, it could be a lot of different things. But whatever I feel like you do, could be Reiki. It could be what else was I getting? It could just be a lot of different things that have to do with the spiritual side of life, because I feel like a lot of you are woo woo like I am, or into the metaphysical, because you watching tarot. So I feel like this is going to be something that's going to end up being very lucrative for you. It may start off dripping money, but I feel like at some point it's going to hit its stride and it's going to blow up. Okay, in a good way. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at represents the roadblocks of the month. All right. This is the Five of Wands. So this is talking about inner and outer conflict, okay? Conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Spirit is telling you to walk away from drama because it's messing with your peace of mind. This is about you stepping into this new era where you protect your peace of mind no matter what. That's how I am. That's why I told you with that Three of Wands card, Spirit could be talking about me because I turned my back on it too. I'm not watching and waiting for nobody. I gotta focus on me. It's taking all I got to fucking hold myself together. I can't be worried about nobody else. Like I'm like this. When they get here, they'll get here and we'll go on and move on from then. But I'm not allowing anything or anybody to mess with my peace of mind because it took a long fucking time for me to get here. Okay. And I feel like a lot of you are sitting in that same energy. So Spirit is telling you, don't let other people in their shit, you know, get in the way of what you're trying to do. Okay. Because think about it. If you get upset by something that happens with somebody else, you got to calm yourself down, right? You got to talk about, like, I don't know if I don't know how you deal with stuff, but me, I have to let it, because I grew up with my grandmother, and my grandmother was the type of person where when she got angry, she was the sweetest person in the world. But if you pissed her off, because she was a Leo, she had to like wind down like a clock. So it was like she would get upset and then she would have to talk about it until she calmed down. And I'm kind of like that too. Not to her extent, but I still do it because I guess it's learned behavior. So I'm telling you, saying all of that to say, you got to calm yourself down first, then try to get back to your peace of mind, to your zen. You got to do what you got to do to put yourself back in that peace of mind. So it's not worth it to get into stuff with other people. If they're saying fucked up shit, let them say whatever the fuck they want to say. You know, the best way to get people, to get them back, is to just turn around and walk the fuck away. Because you know the message you sending them, I don't give a fuck about you and the shit you fucking spouting. Okay? Or if you want me to really be honest about it, fuck you. That's the answer. That's the answer. Okay? You're saying that without saying it. Okay? So excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So Spirit is telling you, unless, choose your battles is what Spirit is saying with this card. If it's a situation where you really got to lay down your boundaries or something like that, that's different. But if it's something where, when you see somebody, you like, oh, here come this person, and I know what they're going to do because they do it all the time and all this, just fucking turn around and walk away. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? And so you are in a very ambitious part or season of your life, and this is about you getting your coin and getting your comeuppance and getting what you deserve. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Ooh, the cards just are flying out. Okay, all right, there is, okay, you digging, right? You digging, but we see down here, right? You're gonna stop the digging, right? You're gonna stop the digging because the digging is only gonna kill your peace of mind. Because let me tell you this, when you go digging, a lot of times you find things when you go digging. Okay. And so let me say it like this. This is manifestation, Sagittarius. Okay. Let's just have a come to Jesus moment for a second. This is manifestation at the end of the day. And what you have to realize is the things that you are seeing in the 3D right now, if they have not caught up to the way your mindset is now and the way you're all zen and you're in your peace of mind, anything you see is reflecting the way you used to think about situations. Even the way some people act. Like I told you, that person coming up to you trying to start some shit. This is stuff from the past. So that's why I tell you to just walk away from it. Or like in my case, I just don't look anymore, because if you're watching and you see something you don't like, it's the same thing as when somebody says some shit to you and you get into it with them. I tell you, you got to calm yourself down. Then you got to try to get back into your zen. All of that wastes time and it wastes your energy when you could be taking that energy and focusing on the things that you love, the things that light you up. Sorry about that. Yeah. So you got to think about that. Okay. You got to think about where you putting your energy, where you putting your time. And then you don't want to focus on something and then get upset by it, because when you do that in manifestation, it hardens itself into fact, and you don't want it to do that, right? You don't want that to keep showing up as your normal, right? You want a new normal. So if you want that, stop looking at this person just because I look at it like this. It don't matter what the hell is going on. If I'm not seeing it, it didn't happen. It's like the tree. When the tree fell in the woods and nobody was there to hear it, did it really fall? That's the question. That's the way I look at it. Okay. All right. Anyway, so we've got you ignoring something, ignoring the red flags, sweeping things under the rug. Okay. I'm not telling you, like I said, I'm telling you to say la 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 if you're looking at the new person. Okay. If there is something in your 3D that's going on that you have to attend to, you need to deal with it. Don't let it spiral and get out of control. This could be some shit, some antics that the twins doing. Okay, they could be coming back in and out, messing with you, trying to mess with your head, trying to keep you in your head. Okay, so you know what this is, okay, what we're talking about here, and so you got to deal with it the best way you need to know, you need to do it. It might be that you might have to take yourself out of your zen for a little while and then come back into it afterwards, after you've taken care of this situation. But it shouldn't be something where every day you're getting out of your happy place to deal with some bullshit. Okay, so whatever this is, you got to figure out a way to shut it down for good. Okay, all right. And then here's the transformation card. Okay, so this is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is pretty much backing up what I said. You are in a period of transformation, of change. And so all this shit you're seeing right now that's not gelling with who the new you, the person you're becoming, is old shit. So you don't want to pay attention to it. Okay, you know how they tell you with the 3D, unless it's something, there's going to be certain things that you're going to have to pay attention to, because this is life, and you still have to live life even while you're transitioning. Oh God, this happens all the time. I'm hot. I'm sorry, when I channel, I get hot. Okay, here we go. So, oh wait, it didn't turn on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Okay, so this transformation card is just talking about the fact that you're going through changes. Okay, and I feel like the most difficult time is while you're transitioning, because you're not that old person anymore, and but you've yet to become, or who you're becoming is yet to solidify. And so this is about that in between time, and it's crazy, because it's like you're not wanting to respond to things like the old person, but then you're also not fully formed yet into the new person you're becoming, to handle things the way that they, the way that you would if you were. Okay, so you just got to do the best you can, is what Spirit is telling you. Okay, all right, so next card. This is talking about the possibilities of the month, the world. This is about you overcoming personal challenges, opening up new doors and opportunities for yourself. It's also talking about you closing out a cycle. And I feel like that cycle is talking about with the twin, because you can't open up this new door to this new person unless you close the old one on this twin. Okay, and like I said, that this could be them coming through with this ignore card. Okay, and then if the digging is not about the new person and it's about the old person, this is something that you need to stop doing, because this person, you, if you let them go ahead and let them go, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Spirit is telling you to be proud of yourself, though, because you're doing a really good job, Sagittarius. Okay, you got a few bumps in the road, but that's life. Nobody's going to be 100% all the time. This is about you stepping back into your confidence and into your creativity, putting it on, some of you for the first time, putting on your superhero outfit. Okay, and letting people know what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with anymore. Okay, all right, so I'm going to take this read down, and we're going to do a little mini read for your new person. Just 1 second. All right, here we go. Okay, this is for Sagittarius' new person, please, Spirit. It's like this, like this. Okay. Okay. Overall energy for your new person, excuse me, soulmate is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. It is talking about this person, you know, having, courage, believing in themselves. So they are pretty much mirroring you. How we just talked about you trying to get, I'm trying to find that card. Hold on. How we're talking about you trying to, build your confidence up. This person is trying to build their confidence back up as well. Because like I told you, they went through stuff just like you did with someone who mistreated them just like you got mistreated. Okay. All right. All right. Underneath this is the Messenger of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is Leo energy if I didn't say it. The Strength card. This Messenger of Wands, this I feel like could be talking about a message. This person trying to come towards you to, to speak to you, to let you know what's going on. It can talk about, good news. This is somebody who is excited. Okay. You and this person, could end up being very adventurous with each other. Okay. This is somebody where the connection is going to be very playful, very childlike. This person is going to be very lovable. And like I said, either they're about to come towards you with possibly with a message, or this could just be talking about them thinking about doing it. Because remember, I told you they got to heal too, and they're waiting for spirit to tap them on the shoulder and let them know it's time for them to come in towards you. Okay, I feel like both of you are really close to it happening. Okay, then we've got the Champion of Swords reversed. This is the Knight of Swords reversed, and I feel like this is talking about your person, the twin, your ex person. Let me say that, the twin, because it says out of your depth at the top of the card there. And so this is somebody who had a missed opportunity with you. So I know it's talking about the new person. I mean, that not the new person, the twin. And they're wanting to come in, be a bully, try to cock block, try to keep the two of you from being together. Okay. So, but this new person, it doesn't matter, because this is the Seven of Cups reversed. This person has already made their decision. They know they want to be with you. This is someone, as I've told you before, that can be with anybody, and they're wanting to be with you. You are the one for them. This is not somebody who's out in the street trying to, be with a whole bunch of people or do what the twin did to you. The opposite. Okay. This person has been cheated on more than likely, like you have been. Okay. All right. But they're going to come in wanting to give you the truth, to tell you exactly how they feel. Okay, so we're going to start by clarifying this Strength card. Okay, so this, look, you mirroring. You just had the Lessons card, and they have the Lessons card too. So you're both learning valuable lessons that are going to help you to come together in this connection and treat each other right, be able to excel at this relationship. Okay. All right. So the first card we've got here is the Devil, but it fell like this. It fell sideways, so that means both sides apply. This can talk about this person, the strings attached to this old connection that they were with. I feel like they're trying to come out of it though. Okay. And then them facing their fears to cut this person completely out of their life. This is the past. This is what they were going through in the past. Okay. So it's not necessarily what's happening now. Let me clarify and see what Spirit wants to tell me about it. Devil. Okay, so we've got the travel card. Your person may travel for work. They may travel, back and forth. Let me see what else. Okay, this person is gaining clarity about what happened. They're learning their lessons so that they can move on from this situation with this old person. But like I said, they don't see anybody but you. All right. They're not wanting to go back to anybody. It's not a thing of where they're thinking, how some people, they'll break up with somebody, but they back, oh, I want to go back to it. No, I feel like if there are any strings attached, it's the other person trying to maintain contact with them. And I feel like this is about them trying to completely cut this person out of their life because they want this person gone by the time the two of you get together, completely gone. All right. Okay, so they are listening to their intuition with the High Priestess card. This is Pisces energy. Okay, so this is about them, just focusing on themselves and preparing themselves for the two of you to come together. All right. Yeah. So they're dealing with their triggers. All right, because they were triggered by this connection, just like you were triggered by yours, and they're coming in with you to give you a gift. Okay, this could also represent them seeing you as a gift in their life. Okay, then we've got the Nine of Wands. So again, here's the test of faith card. Okay, this person was being tested just like you're being tested, because I think the both of you have to be on a certain level for this connection, because it is true love. This is not, some hit it and quit it thing, or something where you're going to come together with this person and, oh, maybe we were together for a year and that was it, or whatever. If you want to marry this person, if you want this person to be your life partner, if you're wanting the type of relationship you've always wanted, Spirit is telling you this person is going to be able to give you all of that and more. But they've got to go through their tests and learn the lessons that they need to learn about faith, endurance, standing firm, persistence, all that stuff that you had to learn, okay, or that you're learning. Let's clarify. See, it's your soulmate. And then look, this is part of their test of faith. It's whatever the hell is going on with somebody in their family. It could be their mother. It could be their mother, and they're needing to sort this out, because parents, your relationship with your parents is it's very important. It could be detrimental to your relationship with your significant other if you've got problems, because a lot of that stuff that you that's going on with your parent, you may end up projecting it onto the other person. So I feel like this is them getting themselves together so that, for the two of you, because the soulmate card is here. Okay. All right. Then the outcome card we have is the Parish card again, but it's reversed. So it is talking about internal changes. Okay. So again, this person is the two of you are mirroring, because we had the transformation card show up for you. Also, the Parish card show up for you, just like we've got this Parish card showing up for your person. So they are, becoming a new person. They're the caterpillar going in to the cocoon to come out as a butterfly. All right, because they have to be reborn, just like you have to be reborn for this connection. Because like I keep trying to tell y'all, you don't realize it now, but those of you that know your person, you know what I'm talking about. This connection is unlike any other. And like I told you, me and my person have not come into contact like that yet, but I know who it is. And I know by the feelings, I've never felt this way for anybody, before. It's healthy, and it's not, obsessive, and it's not, it's not all that shit that was going down with the twin. This person makes you want to be the best person you can be. Okay. And vice versa. You inspire them, they inspire you. Okay. So that's what this is about. This person is, like I told you, for a lot of you, they know you, they're in love with you, they're ready for the two of you to come together, and they're doing their work in anticipation of this union. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay, yeah, they're going to come in wanting to date, but I feel like it's going to start off slow, because this person is not someone who just is reckless. They're not a reckless person, okay? That's why they're a boss. That's why they may be a CEO or have several different businesses or be very successful, because they think really deeply about things. But the difference between them and this twin is that the twin may think it together, but they just going around and around in their mind, and they're never going to do anything to fix anything until, like I said, they feel you moving away or some type of stuff. And it's all lies. It's all, all whatever delusions they got going on in their mind. But with this new person, this person thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks before they take action. I did a private reading for somebody, and I was talking about this person, talking about how they don't dip their toe and it's not somebody that dips their toe into the water and is like, oh, let me just see how it feels or whatever. No, this person thinks about the situation, and when it's time to get in the water, they fucking just jump in head first. They just go. So this is someone that when they decide to to come towards you and it's time to go, they go all in. It's not no half stepping. You gonna know that this person wants to be with you. They're gonna eventually spill the beans and let you know exactly how they feel. But until they get to the point to where they get the nod from spirit, they're listening to their intuition and they're focusing on their thought process and preparing themselves for this. It's like a buildup. And when it gets to that buildup, it's like it's going to be a big explosion, like a tower. And they're going to be coming in full force. It's not going to be something where they're like, oh, hi, and then they back up and see what you say. It's not going to be no shit like that, no little kid stuff. This is a dude. This is a boss, a man, or a real woman. Okay, guys that watch my channel, make it fit. This is a real woman or a real man. Okay, like that damn song. What is it, Bo Diddley? I'm a man. That song, or say woman. I'm a woman. Okay, so this is somebody really serious about this situation. Okay, they're not fucking around. Okay, all right. Let's get some messages from spirit. Okay, so look, see, what did I tell you? It says interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. We know the twin. We already know the twin is coming in, and I keep reminding you about that so you don't get blindsided. That's why I talk about it. And then, but then also you got to remember that this person, your new person's got somebody on their side who don't like to lose either. Okay, so this person may be coming in. It could be, both of them coming in at the same time. So that's why this is so important that you get yourself together, you heal yourself, and you're ready to open. You're ready to be open. You're ready to work on things with this person, so that the two of you communicate and you present a united front. Because what these two people are going to be trying to do, it could be more than that. You could have people in your family, okay, that are angry or pissed off because you with somebody, or because you hit the jackpot and you found your person. Be prepared, because I'm telling you, the stuff that spirit is giving me is shocking the hell out of me too. Okay, it's things that you would never think would happen. It's like I told you, when you and this person are together, it's like you ooze, the love oozes out of your pores, and it's like you can be in a place together, not even be doing PDA, not even be touching, but the two of you, the way you interact with each other, everybody in the fucking room gonna know what's going on. Okay, everybody gonna know you got this strong bond with each other. Everybody's gonna see the happiness on your face and the happiness on your person's face. And I'm telling you, there's just people out there, and I hate to be like this. I hate to, but I got to tell you what spirit is giving me. But there are just people out there, they not happy, and they don't want to see no fucking body else happy. So that's why it is important that you come in prepared to work on this connection and be close to this person, and for the two of you to always communicate, and for there to be trust on both sides. That's what's going to be most important, because I'm telling you, let me tell you this. When your twin comes back, we're going to talk about it now. When your twin comes back, right, they may try to get you off on your own, okay, get you to meet them face to face, get you off on your own, because they're going to come back after you've decided to commit to this person. They may try to get you off by yourself, so that, when you reject them and tell them that you don't want to have anything else to do with them, they may find a way to try to let it get back to your person, and try to say, oh yeah, man, we met up, and he or she, or vice, women, the two women, whatever, like I said, make it fit. He or she tried to come on to me, and they still want to be with me, they still love me, this type of stuff. Okay, so that is why it is important. So that's why I say if you really got to meet this person face to face, bring the new person with you, because this new person is not going to be fucking around with this little kid here. Okay, I don't care if it's a woman or a man, this little child, because they're very immature. So sometimes you need to bring this, you're gonna need to bring this person in here to let this person know, because I'm all for full transparency, right? Because you can't come, you're not gonna be able to come back and tell my person I said or did anything, okay? Or if it plays out on text message, you need to make sure your person sees what happened. Or if it was a phone call, put it on speaker so he or she can hear while it's going on, okay? Because you are supposed to talk to this person, this twin, to get your closure and to let them say whatever the fuck they want to say so you can shut this down for good, okay? But this one time you deal with this person, depending on how you deal with them, you're going to need to keep your person in the loop, okay? Because remember, they got cheated on and messed around with just like you did, and this stuff happening could be a trigger for them. Because look, we got the trigger card here, okay? All right. So we've got the awakening card showing up here. So Spirit is saying somebody's undergoing a spiritual transformation. It is both of you. The balance card, it says one person is giving too much in this relationship, okay? I feel like this is talking about the fact that you were watching this person. Back off and let it go, okay? They're going to come in when they come in. You watching is not going to make it happen any quicker, okay? Put the focus on yourself. Don't worry about this. It's cooking. Spirit got it. You just got to trust and have faith that it's going to work out when the time comes for it to work out, okay? And Spirit is, saying you deserve a second chance when it comes to your love life. Okay, so now we're going to get some messages from the new person. I'm not getting any for the twin, okay? Hold on. Okay, so we have intensity. See, I'm telling you. Do you see the picture? Look at the picture. It's like you can't keep your hands off your person. They can't keep their hands off of you. And don't think. You be thinking people don't see stuff. I'm telling you, Sagittarius, people be watching you and you don't even realize how much they in your Kool-Aid, okay? And don't know the damn flavor, okay? So it says, our connection is so intense that sometimes it scares me. My feelings for you overwhelm me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. Like I said, you both got trust issues because you were screwed around by other people. So that's why this needs to go slow. Because I know a lot of you want to go gung-ho, but you got to remember, in the past, you have gone quickly and rushed with other people, and then it ended up blowing up. And that's one of the reasons why, because you have to give each other a chance to breathe, especially coming out of connections where the both of you were hurt, okay? All right, let's get some more messages. Okay, it says, when I can hold you again, I will never let you go. Okay, so this person, like I said, I told you, they know you're the one. And once the two of you come together, they're not going to let you go, all right? You're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. You're on this person's mind 24/7. Okay, you got 3. This person got a lot of shit to say to you, Sagittarius. I find your inner wisdom really attractive. Like I said, I feel like that's the thing. This is not going to just be a love relationship or just a relationship where there's lust and it's just sexual. It's not just that. You're going to turn each other on with your minds. You're going to turn each other on spiritually. You're going to turn each other on in every way possible. It's not going to just be the way you look and all that stuff. It's going to be your souls are going to turn each other on. It's that type of love. Okay. Then we've got, wow, this is what real love feels like. So like I said, I feel like you and this person have never really experienced what real love is, because this love was some damn obsessive, unhealthy, codependent BS. Okay. And so I feel like this is the real love. This is the true love. This is the person that, you're really gonna redefine. They're gonna help you to redefine what love really and truly is. Okay. All right. Let me get a romance angel oracle card for you before I let you go. So we've got getting to know each other. Look. How would I keep telling you this true love? So it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. Okay. Like I said, everybody don't get this. Those of you who are like upset because you see your friends and something with somebody else or whatever, it doesn't mean this is what it is. It doesn't mean that it's true. Is this type of love, because the stuff that I'm describing, everybody that I know that's in relationships don't talk about stuff like this. And I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that aren't experiencing this, but I feel like you had to go through so much to get to this. It's going to be unlike. That's why I told you it's going to be people that's going to be fucking green with envy, okay? Because they're going to see you. They're going to see you happy, Sagittarius, and they not going to like it, okay? Then we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So you gotta open up, Sagittarius, okay? Like I said, I know a lot of you are hurt and you're upset by what happened with this other person. But I'm telling you, remember, I think I told you this. I think it was you that I told this last week where I said I was thinking about, being my person. And I'm like, okay, I can't tell him this. I can't. And I was like, wait, this is not the old relationships. This is the new relationship. And in this new relationship, I got to come out. I got to come out just the way I want him to come out. Right. So I got to come out being honest with how I feel. Because if this is my life partner, I can't go into it cowering and acting like, oh, I can't tell you, the truth, or I got to hold back and wait. No, Spirit is telling you don't be like that. That's why this is moving slowly, so that both of you have the chance to build the trust, so that when it's time for the relationship to ramp up and it's time for the feelings to come out, you will be able to be at a point where you're comfortable enough to do that, because that is what this is contingent on. Okay, true love. I feel like this: the bigger the love, the bigger the trust. Okay, that's what Spirit is telling you with this card. The bigger the love, the bigger the trust. So this is balls to the wall love. So if you want balls to the wall love, you got to have balls to the fucking wall trust. Because I'm gonna tell you, right? I'm not gonna pull no fucking punches. We here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That is what Spirit is telling you. You got to go balls to the wall if you want this shit, especially if people are going to be coming for you. Because that's going to be part of your, where is it at? Where it at? Where did it go? That's going to be part of your test of faith. I can't find it. But that's going to be part of your test of faith, just like this connection with this person. Because like I said, don't think because you in love with this person and y'all, it's all beautiful, it's all wonderful. Don't think that the lessons have stopped. The lessons are going to keep going on. And the stronger you get, the stronger the lessons are going to get. So you got to remember that going into this. Okay. So you get yourself together, Sagittarius. You prepare yourself for this, because you have something very beautiful that is cooking, that is in the works for you. So Spirit is telling you, turn away, stop focusing on watching for this person, and just do what you need to do. Okay, like I said, the messages and the stuff is here. I'm here for you. If you need to know certain things and stuff like that. But if you peeking and you digging and you doing all this stuff outside of this, Spirit is telling you, just focus on you and what you got going on, and whatever you need to know here, your spiritual team is going to let you know. Okay, I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I hope this helped. Please have a good day, good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius.